Hello everyone, and welcome to the 9th Saturday live stream. As a reminder, for those of you who are watching the VOD of this, the live stream is every Saturday at roughly noon, and anyone is welcome to play games with me, so if that's something you're interested in, don't forget to join on in next week. But yeah, aside from that, let's try to get some games going here. So I was thinking it could be fun to start this stream off with some Gold TD. Played that through on Friday, thought it had a pretty cool concept, but the actual competition in the lobby was pretty light, so I was thinking if we could get a more competitive lobby going, that'd be a lot of fun. So the first lobby is Gold TD Zeus, and lobby's up now. Go ahead and invite a couple of people. Okay. Hello, Thor and Jockey. Looks like you are the first two to make it to the stream. Yeah, this last week I've been having a lot of fun playing through Path of Exile. The Delirium League just recently got a pretty good patch update, so it's actually, been a pretty fun week. Server is the Americas. Let me just double check. Yep. So on the Warcraft 3 launcher and Battle.net, just make sure you have it set to Americas and you'll be able to find my lobbies. So I figure with this, we'll wait for like at least 8 players. Any more than that's pretty optional. And yeah, as a reminder, for those of you who didn't watch the video on Friday, the objective of this game is to be the first person to reach 400,000 gold. But the more income you have, the more difficult the wave you fight is, so you have to balance out how quickly you boost your income, or else you run the risk of dying. If you leak 25 units, you lose the game. Okay, 4 slots left. Go ahead and start this in about 30 seconds. I believe you can join Cross Realms. You can't. I guess we'll never know the true answer. It is kind of strange though, because in Warcraft 3, the original version, you could effortlessly do cross-realm joining after they added the official Battle.net servers, and just with bots, so it's kind of a strange step backwards. Okay, 1 slot remains. And one other thing I discovered about this game in the comments of the video is that apparently the marketplace and gold research factory do not need to be placed on the dirt. So we'll see if we can incorporate that into our strategy somehow. Maybe that'll make it easier to boost our income or food supply. It's tough to say. Okay, and it looks like we have a full house, so we're gonna go ahead and start it up. I think the loading screen for this game, much like Mini, the bar finishes pretty quickly, but still takes quite a while to load. My guess is we'll probably have about a 2-minute load time here. I'll try to join one of your matches today. Yeah, try to do so. We'll be playing multiple games, so just join in on any one that you think looks fun. Something else that I've kind of noticed that's interesting is despite the fact that you get access to multiple portraits in this game, like 80% of the people just all leave it on the peon, which is just kind of amusing. What I also find a little stranger than that, though, is why they would pick the peon in particular. Kind of think of the humans as the default race. Server is Americas. Yeah, so once the game gets started here, we're just going to be placing like a quick 2 gold mines. I'll just be going with the same opening strategy because I feel like it's pretty solid. You'll leak about 1 to 2 units, but you'll get a really good income right away. So immediately upgrade both of these into the superior gold mine, and then we'll place some towers.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Done.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, the income is the difficulty. So we have 12 income, which means our units are, let's just say, 50% more difficult. But since we have so much more income than other players, that helps us out. This tower can go right here for now.
Job's done.
I also heard that apparently the gold explosion upgrade is pretty good for the first few rounds. I haven't tested that out because I never purchased it early enough for it to matter. But yeah, that's also something that we may try to incorporate.
More gold is required. Job's done.
Okay, looks like we'll definitely be getting a few leaks here.
More gold is required.
Did I play ED Contagion in Path of Exile? So I started out with that, but then I realized I really hate the ED Contagion style of gameplay, so then I stopped. After a few days of searching for a new build, I ended up finding Terminus Est Cyclone, and that was a lot more fun. Currently I'm at like tier 6 maps because I've been doing a ton of trading. And yeah, right now I'm up to about like 6 exalts of income, so probably upgrade that build quite a bit pretty soon. Yeah, one of the things that I've liked a lot in Path of Exile for the most recent few patches, if they've made it really easy to get 6-link unpopular uniques. So if your weapon is not popular, you can get it for like 15 chaos, whereas in the past it just would not exist at all. I'm losing PoE income playing with you, kind of feel the same. But at the end of the day, I do enjoy these streams a lot, so I don't mind.
Job's done.
7x, 1.5 thousand chaos, pretty solid. What I neglected to mention though, is I also got the Queen's Sacrifice Prophecy, which is an additional 16 Exalted Orbs.
More gold is required. More gold is required. Job's done.
How long do I stream? Just depends, but usually in the ballpark of 4.5 hours to 5 hours. And we'll play a bunch of different games throughout the course. So if you have any games that you like, make sure you post them in the chat so that we can evaluate what we want to play. Yeah, so we can upgrade the amount of income that these units give, but I think it's pretty cost ineffective, so I'm not going to be rushing into that.
More gold is required.
Okay, 20 income, so I am on par with the leaders of the game for the moment. Gold Research Factory is 250.
Job's done. More gold is required. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. More gold is required.
You see, even at this point, 700 health, the 100 damage from Gold Explosion just seems really tame and not very high.
Job's done. Job's done. More gold is required. Job's done. More gold is required. Job's done.
Looks like we might end up getting an extra leak or two here because I didn't get any tower damage upgrades.
Job's done.
Or nope, actually just enough damage.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
This is an Avengers level threat. But in this case, we don't have any superheroes that we need to save us.
More gold is required. Job's done. More gold is required. Job's done. More gold is required. Job's done.
Okay, now is a good time to start going for the Gold Research Factory. So knowing that I can place it anywhere, is there somewhere else that would be better? And honestly, it's not really looking like it. It can't fit here. I mean, I guess arguably we could put it in the top right corner, but I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just keep it over here.
Job's done.
Okay, let's get 2 levels of coins, or wait, what was this called? Yeah, coins of steel, and then we'll go from there. Looks like we already have our first rip. Yeah, this game, if you overinvest in income, it's pretty easy to get caught unprepared.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. cannot summon there.
Start getting some plentiful bounty. I think investing in that earlier could be a profitable choice. And yeah, I'll get a level of gold explosion, but really low hopes on that one.
More gold is required.
Did I ever play State of Decay 2? That's it's not a Warcraft 3 map, right? That's just a separate game entirely. I don't think I've ever played it, but it does sound familiar.
More gold is required. Job's done, job's done, job's done.
Am I going to play some Pokemon later? Yeah, I'll probably play some Pokemon Legends and lose again. Even though I have actually won a grand total of 0 matches, I still enjoy that game quite a bit.
Job's done.
I do think it'd be nice if there were a couple more options though, like random opponents instead of always fighting the person to the right, because that would mean there would be a little less countering. Of course, that would introduce RNG on your opponent, and you could just get extremely assassinated by someone if you had a bad lineup relative to theirs.
I cannot summon there. Job's done, job's done, job's done.
Okay.
More gold is required.
So 52. Yeah, I think it's about time to get another gold mine to the next level.
More gold
Maybe
is
2.
required.
I have a lot of towers.
Upgrade complete.
Okay.
More gold
Did I already get a level of gold explosion? Yes, I did. How noticeable is it? 1/17th? Not noticeable at all. Okay. Yeah, we can't really afford the greedy reach yet.
research complete.
I'm also thinking that the
More gold is required.
shop, if we can somehow make use of that earlier, we could save a lot of money on Coins of Steel upgrades. Because a single juiced up tower is like the equivalent of like 50 regular towers. If it was random, the meta would be very defensive in Pokemon Legends. That's true, but I don't think that's necessarily... I mean, what would a good defensive comp be? Because every Pokemon has a counter. Like, a few streams ago, I was fighting against a Rhydon, and it felt unbelievably powerful. But then I discovered Rhydon had a quad weakness to water grass, and then Rhydon just died instantly. So I don't know if you could necessarily get a true defensive comp. But what it would eliminate is countering, which actually might be bad. The way to win is your gold on top need to be more than other people, and you can win without any items. See, I know how you win this game. But, the items are just pretty cost effective, which is why I think it could result in you getting more income faster.
Research complete. Research
Okay,
complete.
I think we can get another 2 gold mines. I'll wait till the wave starts, though, just to keep the difficulty slightly lower.
Upgrade complete.
It's 2 a.m. here and you're streaming? Good morning. Yeah, it's 12:40 here, so not very late at all for me.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, let's get some more plentiful bounty.
Research complete. Research complete.
Maxing money per kill is a good idea, it just takes a long time for it to pay off.
Research complete. More gold is required. Research complete. Research
Actually,
complete.
I don't know, I still haven't come to a full decision on the speed at which plentiful bounty pays itself off. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, your current amount of money doesn't really matter, it's just total. So I guess it's fine.
Research complete.
We'll go for some aggressive plentiful bounty upgrades, see if it pays off.
Research complete.
Despite having the same income, we do have about 1,000 more gold than Gung, so maybe that's working out.
Research complete.
Looks like we are down 2 players so far. Well, 3, but 2 of them left. Okay, let's get the shop. We want to try to get some good items pretty soon. If we can get the 4,000 gold packs, like, right away, we're going to be incredibly powerful. Okay, let's get, haven't decided on what I want to do yet. Yeah, the coins getting more valuable is why I haven't fully decided on the value of Plentiful Bounty. Because getting 10 times the kill amount is actually pretty good. Yeah, okay, let's get the Legion Doomhorn. That is a really solid item. And then... I guess that'll be it for the moment. Also a poison orb right here. Okay, now let's get back to placing the low-level gold mines. Just keep printing money, nothing ever goes wrong with that. What's that? You can think of it as mining. And gold mining exists in real life as well. You need to target your builder with the marketplace. I mean, I just send it straight to the towers, but you're right, that could be an option. Okay, let's do 50%. We could use some DPS, and I guess maybe it's a good time to get gold lust upgrades.
Research complete. Research complete. Research complete. More gold is required.
Well, the items, yeah, you can target the tower you want, which is what I've been doing. So it's not going to a random tower, it's going to the exact tower where I'd like it. The one thing I'd be worried about is if you put items on the tower, you can't remove them. So I would be concerned that if you put them in the treasure chest, you could just be stuck with it on your builder, which would be terrible. Looks like I'm getting outpaced on income quite a bit. I'm curious what Gung is doing to be able to kill these. Okay, just tower spam. Alright, nothing too different then. Guess we could do some more income. You can be aggressive on the income expansion on the second half of the wave, because you won't be affected by the additional HP until the next wave begins.
Job's done, 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 job's done.
Oops, messed that up.
Job's done. Job's done, job's done, job's done, job's done.
Okay, it looks like we need some gluttony.
Research complete. Research complete. Job's done, 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 job's done.
Oh, I see the weapon we were hoping for. I'm going to save up a small amount of gold and then put the 4,000 gold weapon on here. Or 3,000. Actually, we already have it. Well, with that, I think we are in a really good spot. You wish Warcraft 3 had macros for tower placement? By that, do you just mean what I was describing, where you could build like a 3x3 grid of towers in one click, that sort of thing? Okay, let's get more gold mines. Yeah, better mass building placement. Shift click is kind of designed for that, but it really does not work that well for the undead builder, which makes it pretty useless. Okay, what else do we have? Do we want to get the Mask of Death going early? I guess we could. Arguably a waste of a slot there, though. Okay, let's get another batch of gold mines upgraded.
Upgrade complete. Job's done, 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 job's done. Research complete. I cannot summon there. Job's done, 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 job's done.
DPS is looking pretty good. Probably do another several gold mine upgrades in a moment.
Job's done. I cannot summon there. Job's done. I cannot summon there. Build more farms.
Well, we have maxed out all of the food that we can get from gold mines, which means it's time to start stacking the gluttony upgrades. Do I play Werewolf Transylvania? I have played it, but I don't actively play it. I think it's okay. My main problem with Werewolf Transylvania is just there's a lot of build-up time, but the conclusion is very rarely satisfying in that game. Okay, seems like should have all these units killed.
Research complete. Research complete.
Okay, just got a huge amount of tower damage boost and a couple more range upgrades, which is a very large net DPS bonus. Okay, I think we can... Yeah, let's get another batch of gold mines upgraded.
Research complete.
Oops.
Job's done. Job's done.
The goal of this game is to reach 400,000 gold earned. Right now, because Gung has had a more effective income expansion, he does have the lead again by about 10,000, which means in all likelihood he'll probably win this, unless we can come up with some type of advanced strategy to boost the income without suffering from difficulty. Okay, we'll put the Orb of Corruption right here. Still just waiting for better items. Let me get some more, some tower, the item shop restock speed upgrades.
Research complete.
Opinions on Baron's TD. So I made a couple videos on Baron's TD. I thought it was a lot of fun, but I don't think, as with many base survival games, that it has very much replayability. But yeah, I did enjoy my time with it. I think I could have sliced off the last 45 minutes or so. Because after a while, I mean, if you make it to round 15, let's say, there's really no advantage to, or well, there's no additional difficulty past round 15.
Research complete.
Which is kind of my main problem.
Research complete.
Do you think gold per kill is key? I think it's definitely useful, but Gung also just has 130 extra income, which is why I'm really surprised that he's able to somehow have like 50% more damage than me.
Upgrade complete.
Where are his towers up to? 480? Mine are at 210? Okay. Yeah, so I guess it's just more gold means more upgrades. And, yeah, more tower damage. How do I give my tower an item I bought from the marketplace? If you put it on your builder, I would assume that you probably just right-click to remove it. But if that doesn't work, then I don't know. Because I always just ship the items straight to the towers. Yeah, I know it increases the value of the Bitcoin drops. Okay.
Research complete.
Wait a moment, and then we'll do some more mine upgrades.
Job's done, 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 job's done.
I think we can focus on the upper towers again, now that we've finished the bottom. Actually, it looks like the left is weakest. How about Pyramid Escape?
Research complete.
Pyramid Escape,
Research.
the minigames are just a little slow-paced, but it's okay. Alright, let's squeeze in another slow aura right here. Immolation, pretty terrible. Frost attack, fantastic. What else? Oh, here we go. This is one of the big boy items that we were hoping for. Bloodfeather's Heart reduces the tower's attack speed by, or base attack time by 40%.
Research complete. Research complete.
Okay, that looks like 1 to 2 weeks.
Research complete.
Just one? Okay, that's not bad. Alright, we're going to max out Gold Lust, and we've also maxed out range.
Research complete.
How about Character Defense 3?
Research complete.
I don't know.
Research complete.
Any alternative for co-op minigames?
Research complete.
So, as far as co-op minigames go, I actually can't think of any other games that are too similar to Pyramid Escape, but I'm sure if you ask chat, they would probably know more about the co-op minigames than I would.
Job's done. 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 Job's done.
Oh, wrong item. Okay, so that tower is a little bit weaker than I was hoping for. Let's get another batch of gold mine upgrades. I think 2 is actually probably a bit aggressive, but we'll go for it anyway. We'll squeeze in another slow aura right over here. The goal is to keep the units slowed for as long as possible, since there's pretty much no downside in terms of how long you take to take out the wave. How about Crab Survival? That's your favorite all time? Yeah, Hermit Crab Survival was from like 2 weeks ago, I think. It's pretty terrible. Would you play a Warcraft mall style of TD? I have fond memories of that kind of map from 15 years ago. Yeah, so there's a few mall type of TDs that I like. My personal favorite is Shopping Mall, and so yeah, I might host a round of that a little bit later. Shopping Mall requires pretty good teamwork though. You usually want 2 to 3 people to build in the middle to maximize your defenses.
Research complete. Research complete. Research complete. Research complete.
Okay, we can do another batch of gold mine upgrades. Would I play cannon bread? I assume you mean canned bread. I don't know. I haven't decided on that.
Research complete. Research complete. Research
Okay, I think 3...
Research
50... No, actually, we're missing a lot of towers on the right.
Research complete.
We still need a lot more gluttony.
Job's done, 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 job's done.
Opinion on Pimp My Peon? It's okay. Not a huge fan of it personally, but I think the gameplay is kind of interesting if you like PvP games.
I cannot summon there. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
You need good co-op for Shopping Mall, i.e. the male carries the bag now. I am, of course, referring to Shopping MAUL, the Warcraft 3 custom map. Played Darwin's Island? We've done a few rounds of Darwin's Island, actually, but not necessarily opposed to doing that again. Ton of RNG in that game, though.
Research complete.
Okay, every single gold mine has been upgraded to... Actually, apparently I missed 2. Now, every single gold mine has been upgraded to level 2.
Research complete. Research.
So we just really need to focus on the damage right now.
Research complete. Research complete.
What about War of Races? Not a huge fan.
Research complete.
I kind of enjoy it, but the... I don't know, it feels like that game usually ends up in a stomp.
Research complete. Research complete. Research complete.
Can we try new maps?
Research complete.
I mean, if you think the map is really good, we can give it a try. Just thinking to the most recent time we did a brand new map was Hermit Crab Survival, and that was absolute garbage. But at least the creator of the map was proud of it. Which, if you watched the video, would make sense. All or nothing with a protein? Actually, with Gung here, we could probably beat some all or nothing. I think I'll do all or nothing next. That'll be fun to win.
Research complete.
And it looks like Purity has been eliminated. The thing that always confuses me is I don't understand what their income is when the game is over. Did he really somehow only have 70 income? Seems unlikely. Did you play RPG maps before? So, I think I've played a grand total of like 1 RPG map in Warcraft 3, and that map was Survival RPG. But my character in that is 6-slotted, and there's nothing else to do, so I don't really have any plans to play that again. That game did have a fun, abusive mechanic, though, which is there was 2 items that you could buy, and if you purchased the 2, they would sell for more than you spent, so you basically just had infinite gold. Is someone almost at 400? No. Okay.
Research complete.
Do I play AOS maps? Don't remember what those are.
Research complete. Research complete.
Do I know Rajos? No. I don't know if that's a person or a map, but the answer would be no to both.
Complete. Research complete. Research complete. Job's done, job's done, job's done, job's done, job's done, job's done.
Yeah, I've played Jurassic Park Survival. As I always say about that game, it's just... Once you beat it once, you have the strategy down, and it's just kind of trivially easy. There's some things we could do to make it harder, but I don't think it would make the game more fun, which is why I'm not too inclined to play Jurassic Park. Okay, I think we can push for a lot more income right now. Let's get another row of high-level gold mines. Oh, I actually got way more than I wanted right there. Well, there's some good items in the shop, so let's get some more power towers going. I guess we could do another Mask of Death. Some attack speed, some pierce, and splash damage, why not? 1 bonus damage per kill, that is awful. We do have attack speed, let's get that going. Attack damage, okay, that's fine. And yeah, there we are. Yeah, Gung is at 370, so he's definitely going to win this. But I am probably only like a minute or two behind. I mean, there's no way I can catch you. For me to catch you, I would have to like double my income. I think... Oh no, I definitely over-invested. I have enough lives that this won't kill me, but we're probably going to lose in the next wave.
Research complete.
Yeah, fortunately, my power towers give me lives whenever they get a kill, so that might be able to keep me going here. Right at the end, so Gung's at 400, I'm at 370. The question is, can we survive long enough to reach 400,000 before I die? I'm inclined to say we're probably going to lose here. 13 lives remain, and this is a lot of units. Oh, I think we are going to make it. 8,000 gold to go. This boosted income right at the end. And there we go! Secured 2nd place. Nice. Yeah, guaranteed loss as well. There's no way you can get through these 400,000 HP units. This is insane. I have fully upgraded towers, and it got through like half of a unit. Anyway, so 2nd place, managed to barely overtake Fake Smile right at the end. And yeah. And how's Teal doing? He's a nice, slow 200,000 gold. So I guess we will wrap this lobby up here, because we don't want to wait 15 minutes for Teal. Head on to the next game. So the plan is going to be all or nothing. And honestly, I think the game's going to be a bit better with about 5 players, because if we introduce people who don't know what they're doing, that means there will be less survivors for the rest of us. So yeah, this lobby is just going to be 5 of the best players we have, which I'll just arbitrarily base it on those who did well in Gold TD. So we're going to do Gung, Sandwich, oh wait, no, that wasn't Sandwich, that was Fake Smile. And 2 others. I guess those can be up for random grabs. Okay, game name, All or Nothing Zeus. And we'll shrink this down to 5 players. Okay. Well, there we go. We could do Full House without a fuss. Fine. We'll do Full House, but it's not... We have to hope we have some competent players in here. Oh, you have a hero unlocked? Alright, we'll do Full House then. I'm trusting that you are sufficiently overpowered to carry. Let me go and grab the save load code. Yeah, I think there might be a newer version of this map, but this is just what I have, so. Yeah, so the objective in this one is to survive for 10 nights, and if every player dies, you of course lose. And if you can't kill all the zombies on the final night, you also lose, but there's some things you can do to increase your likelihood of winning, which is killing bosses in the corner of the map. You can start doing that on day 5, so if you go at a pace of 1 boss a day, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to vote for level 2 difficulty, because I think level 1 would just kind of be boring. Because level 2, I already made it to the 10th level pretty much solo, so... Alrighty, I'm going to stick with the humans. I'm a fan of the humans. So now, as far as abilities go, so I think it was 500 kills, which means we can get improved abilities. 560. Brigand? Okay. So we're going to take Stormbolt. And that's all we get. Okay, whatever. I honestly think that's completely fine. Stormbolt is a much better ability than most of the other options, but as my hero slowly walks there, I'm going to double check and see if I missed out on anything big. Reincarnate once, didn't have access. Battle Roar, no. Crit, no. Thunderclap. Yeah, all these kind of suck. Okay, we're not missing out on anything. Hopefully no one stole the workers in this base yet. Nice. Starting the first day on 22 is pretty solid. Or we're 25 already, which means our base will also have a few in it, so this is shaping up to work out nicely. And the reason why I'm a big fan of Stormbolt is it makes the bosses a lot easier, and since that's one of our big objectives, it's quite useful. Have I done Wave 20 Simulacrum? No. I have gotten like 210 Simulacrum Splinters, so I'm almost at the point where I can try it. But even then, my character isn't that powerful. I think I only have like 1 million DPS, and from what I've heard, you need a couple million for it. So, that'll probably be a bit longer. Okay, we'll start out with a couple of lumber yards, as far to the right as possible. Something I'm curious about is if you can go into negative gold, because right now, in theory, we should have negative gold. You can! So, in the next income cycle, we're going to lose 2 gold. Yep. Well, that's insane. Alright. Let's get these farther to the left. The reason we started with 2 lumber yards is just because you need lumber to make the farms.
Job's done.
I've no time for
So, what do we want? I don't know. My income went negative and I lost money. So, you can't have a negative total, but you can have negative income.
Job's done.
We elves are not easy prey.
No, it definitely did. I went from 290 to 288.
You dare threaten me?
All you have to do is rewind like a minute. You'll see. My start with human is spam, lumber, and a barracks. Yeah. The barracks is definitely important, but because I like to maximize the gold income, you need a lot of lumber mills for that. And a fair amount of farms as well, so that you don't rapidly lose money. Oh yeah, this is a game that suffers from very cost-ineffective upgrades. Okay, how much more time do we have? Like 1 second? Okay. I was thinking I had like another minute there. So we're just going to use Stormbolt as often as possible. I think our mana regen is at... Well, it's enough that we should be able to cast like 4 more Stormbolts, so we'll be just fine.
I've no time for games.
You go all lumber mills on day 1, the next day you spam farms. I mean, I could see that working, but you would just throw away a bunch of gold, because each of these, as we just learned, you can have negative income, which means if you went for your strategy, you'd lose like 150 gold to nothing. Pretty sure massing is more effective. Are you talking about massing farms? What are you talking about? Oh, you meant upgrades of the farms. Yeah. Yep.
You dare threaten me?
I agree with that as well. And that's the strategy I more or less implemented last time.
I've no time
Yeah,
for games.
they really need to rework the upgrade cost of these, because if you go to advanced farm, you spend 160 gold for 2 extra gold, whereas the regular farm is 30 wood for 4 gold. So it's just, yeah, terrible. Try going rifleman this time.
Job's done.
I don't know. Sacrificing income for units that are marginally more powerful is just not something that I'm a fan of. Alright, we're going to try to maximize our lumber income. We're going to squeeze in like 5 more lumber yards. And then after that, we're going to go and snag some more villagers. Hopefully they won't get taken by anyone else first. I end up with about 12 lumber and I don't know how many farms. Yeah, that's comparable to what I have right now. I have 10. Probably end up going to 12. My character earns gold from kills. Oh, interesting. So you just don't even get any buildings? Seems like that would... yeah, very different style of gameplay on that. Passing through the second night without any workers is going to be a little tricky, so hopefully we can get a few archers or militia up before the night is over.
I've no time for games.
And for that, we will need more villagers. I can build turrets in walls. I assume that's N for and, not N for IN. Should be able to get our income up to... looks like 28 before we have to go exploring.
Job's done.
I've no time for games.
Job's done.
Okay. Going to, of course, use Blink as often as possible to maximize the rate at which we can travel. So green is taking these. Teal is pinging something, I don't know what. Help me with this ziggurat. I didn't even know there was anything here. Okay. I mean, I can head that direction, but not very powerful at the moment. Actually, we don't have that much time in the day left. I think I have to return to get my barracks going. Huh. This is the tower hidden in the trees.
You dare threaten me?
Okay, so barracks we will put 1 level higher. That's about right. That'll give us a lot of room for farms. Because we get a maximum of a hard cap of 80 villagers, we can only build like another 2 rows anyway.
We elves are not easy prey.
Okay, we're going to go with 1 unarmed villager. And I need a blacksmith to get access to the next unit. Mass slaughterhouses? I think that's a... green. Yeah, I haven't tried out this race.
I've no time for games. You dare threaten me?
Okay.
Job's done.
You know what? Let's retrain the unarmed villager into a single militia. The blacksmith also took food, so this is all we get for the first night. I guess we can also research cotton slippers just to get that upgrade out of the way.
You dare threaten me?
Undead is pretty good because the income works at night. That does sound useful. That means you get twice as much income uptime relative to our race. Evie... Negative 16. That's rough. That means he's just going to be permanently stuck at 0 gold for a while.
I've no time for games.
It seems like it's pretty safe, actually. My guess here would be that because I killed a few of the zombies on my way, the zombies that would have attacked me are already dead.
Allies' town is under siege.
I've no time for games.
Night is way shorter than day. I'd agree with that. I tell you the day is like 3 minutes, the night's 1.5, something in that ballpark. Which actually, that's a fair point. That would mean the income isn't quite as different as I was thinking.
We elves are not.
Keep the HP up. I'm going to just keep using my Storm Bolt whenever possible. Also, as a reminder, if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to give it a like.
We elves are not easy prey.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, we need villagers, so we're going to head out on an expedition. And now that we have an unarmed villager, we can build up our income while we're not at the base. So our best bet to squeeze out some extra income is probably heading up here. It's pretty far away, but we have time. So I honestly still don't really know what noise does.
What?
But from what I can gather, it seems like the amount of noise you have increases the amount of zombies that attack you during the night. So I guess we'll keep a close eye on the infected. Maybe every time someone generates noise, like Gung is doing right now, that maybe spawns 2 zombies or something.
You dare threaten me?
Yes, my lord. Righto.
Noise aggroes how many units will chase you?
We elves are not easy prey.
Job's done.
If I press -S, strength value determines the ratio of zombies that target them over other players. Apparently I am high priority.
Job's done.
Okay, we're halfway through the day. That means we should be able to complete all of the objectives that I'm hoping to do. Which is just to say, get villagers to build farms.
Yes, my lord.
60-48, that's looking pretty good on income.
Off I
But
go.
we of course will still build more.
All right. All work.
I have a land
Job's
to
done.
defend.
Oh no, okay. Orange really just screwed me up there. I was going to take some villagers, and he stole them at the last moment. Okay.
Job's done.
We elves are
Yeah, I
not
guess
easy
I have to use the unarmed villager split villager gathering strategy. But there's some downsides to that. Because you have to waste a population on extra unarmed villagers. Okay, 5 remaining.
What is it?
We can't actually build any archers because my
I have a land
ranger,
to
who has
defend.
access to the archery range, is quite far away. We should make it back just in time before nightfall. Alright, we'll just spam militia for now. I'm thinking 2 lumber, 4 gold.
Ready for action.
Alright, I'm thinking I'll get some advanced farms right now. They're not super cost effective, but at the end of the day, if you have spare resources, that'll still net you more than doing nothing.
Threaten me? I've no time for games.
Actually mixed up the colors. I thought the tan zombies were weaker than the red.
We elves are not easy prey.
Okay, we have plenty of defenses. We're not going to die this night. We can also upgrade a few of these to captains.
Say the word.
You dare threaten me?
What is your wish?
Yeah, captains get an extra 2 damage and 70 HP, along with 1 more armor. So it's a moderate upgrade, but yeah, because of the villager cap, they're quite valuable.
Orders.
I've no time for games.
We could put these captains on hold position, but I don't think it makes a huge difference. Guess we can get 1 more.
Easy prey.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay, so day 5 is the first day that we can attack the bosses, I believe. So we will have more than enough time to build up our army of archers before that begins.
What do you need?
Dare threaten me?
Yes, my liege.
So we'll probably have 3 or 4 priests to get some much needed healing. About 5, maybe 1 more if we really want it for melee units. And then just as many archers as we can squeeze in.
Town is under siege.
We elves are not easy prey.
I love when people offer 1 exalt on a 2.8 exalt items.
I've no time for
That rarely happens to me because I usually have almost nothing that's worth it very much. But that is annoying.
Our allies' town
Reminds me of the one time I sold a doctor and someone offered me like 1 exalt for it when it was worth 8. Gold is worthless now. We need lumber to create more TP. Alright.
Our allies'
So we'll
town
go
is under
for
siege.
the Fletcher next. Get that started. And I guess we can go and send the unarmed villager out. We're almost supply capped, so we should be able to finish that up today.
I've no time for games.
Okay, let's get a level of plating for both my footmen and my
We
archers.
elves are not easy prey.
All work. Job's done. Yes, my lord.
We elves are not easy
Okay.
prey.
Realistically, if we can get here without anyone taking it first, we should be supply capped. Okay, we'll get one... Okay, let's start training up the archers. Do we need any more gold? We actually have a ton of gold income right now. But can't hurt to have more. Alright, we'll finish out the third row, and then that'll be it for gold mines.
I stand ready.
Research complete.
I have a land.
Dragon is northeast, but he hasn't spawned yet. But that is correct. Looks like Orange heading for the last minute steal again. Unfortunately, I can't get there faster than him, so I'm not going to bother. But I'll head to this base instead.
I stand ready.
Okay, 360. We need to save some of the money for archers. We'll see if we have any spare.
I've no time for games. I stand ready.
Can someone spare 10 gold? It's a clever ploy, because he knows the minimum amount that can be sent is 50. I'm guessing like 7 people sent it, so now he has 400 gold or whatever. Oh, excellent. He's refunding us.
I stand ready.
Okay. 3 gold to, or 3 population to go to max it out.
I stand ready.
Let's get the damage upgrade. The first 2 levels, actually now that I think about it, the later damage upgrades for archers are actually more cost effective than the early upgrades. The first few upgrades give you like 2 damage, but eventually I think they give 4. The cost will be extremely expensive though. Which I guess doesn't mean it's more cost effective, rather that it just one upgrade has more but costs more. It might still be less cost effective. Okay, Arcane Laboratory will be next, which will give us access to priests.
Research complete. Is required. Yes, my lord.
Could build the Altar of Kings. I think the likelihood of us dying anytime soon is incredibly slim. Oh, actually, it is a good time to get up some walls, though.
Yes, my lord. Job's done.
Okay, walls are 30 wood each. We have a fair amount. So if we want to seal this off, yeah, we can just start that.
We elves are not easy prey.
What is your wish? Job's done. How may I serve?
The likelihood of us dying anytime soon is incredibly slim, famous last words. I mean, it's true though. You can pretty much solo this game up to like Night 7 pretty easily. Anyone who doesn't is probably new.
You dare threaten me?
What is your wish?
Okay, 5 entrance looks good.
What is your wish? Or word?
I have to actually, might only be 4.
For Lordaeron.
It's fine as well, that doesn't make a big difference here.
We elves are not easy
So we have a
prey.
strong entrance for the base, which means they shouldn't be killing any archers by accident.
I have a land to defend.
3 times is pretty hard, I can imagine. I've only done 2 times so far though. Okay, we're getting 1 more archer damage upgrade. Let's see how much it gets. I believe this upgrade gets us to like 11 to 13. It's pretty bad.
I have no time for
Oh, also, in this game, repairs are free, so make sure you set your unarmed villager to auto-repair. Just an easy way to keep your wall's health up for no cost. No, I didn't leave enough gold for the priests. In that case, it might take me like 10 seconds before I'm ready to head to the boss. And it looks... what is green doing?
I have no time for games.
Research complete.
I mean, we can handle all the units he brought with ease. I just don't really... Repair isn't free? Are you sure? Oh, you're right, it isn't. It just only costs wood, which I didn't even notice. Okay, you're right.
I am ready. Yes, my lord.
Yeah, it drains wood at a rate of 1 lumber per some interval.
I have a land to defend.
Okay, get some priests up, max out our supply.
Easy prey. Like the way.
Yeah, I went very aggressive on the farms this game. We might have to get rid of a few of these to make room for more archers. Not a huge fan of doing that, but oh well.
I've no time for games.
I am ready.
We elves
Okay,
are
so
not
archers
easy
plus
prey.
hero will go in control group 1, and then priest will go in control group 3. Let's get another priest. 3 priests is about right, and then we will finish it off with 1 more archer.
How may I
I guess green can build in here. Not exactly low on space. Need to squeeze in my final structure. This is the Altar of Kings. If we make an error, it'll let us revive our hero. Okay.
I have a land to defend. I have a land to defend.
And looks like I forgot to put those in a group.
Our forces are under attack.
Get some more movement speed. The units really need it. Okay. I'm thinking archer HP is what we want next.
Job's done. Forward.
Is my aid required?
You dare threaten me?
Okay, so yellow and I have the top right covered, which is fine. These seem like really durable units. Wow. 480 with 13 armor. That's pretty crazy. My units are 400 with 5 armor.
I've no time for games.
And his do quite a bit more damage as well.
How may I serve?
Yes, my friend.
I am ready.
Is someone injured?
Our forces
We
are
elves
under
are
attack.
not easy prey.
These little random zombies. I question why they're even here. I guess it makes you waste like 1 second. Okay, so captains are of course going first, then followed by archers and priests. Make sure you do not right click the boss with your priests, or else they will not heal your units. Okay, let's hit him with a Stormbolt.
Is my aid required? What ails you?
Okay, 1 archer down. Oh well. And there we go. Hopefully... Alright, nice. So I'm going to send all my armor back, or my army, and train up 2 new archers. Yeah. Having only 1 squad of archers does limit our DPS a bit. I guess that is the merit of riflemen. Maybe I'll get the riflemen.
Point the way.
But the thing about the
I
riflemen
stand ready.
is that they are about the equivalent of 2 archers if you get enough upgrades. I don't remember the cost either. Okay, we can still get Dragonhide armor.
Forces
That's
are
fine.
under attack.
Hotkeys? What are you referring to?
Is someone injured?
Our allies' town is under siege. I am ready.
We elves are not
Yeah,
easy
Dragon's
prey.
Breath is really good if you're going for DPS like I am. Gives you a 30% boost to all of your units.
On your mark.
Is
How
someone
may I
injured?
serve?
I've no time for games.
Our allies'
Oh no, I can only get 1 squad because of supply cap. Yeah. If I could have 50 more archers right now, I would. But I can't.
What is your wish? Our allies' town is under siege.
What games are going to be shown? These streams don't have any plan in regards to the games that we play. It's usually just whatever people post that sounds fun.
On your mark.
Can I play Digimon TD again?
Land to defend.
I mean, I can. It's... I didn't necessarily dislike it, but combining the units in that game is really hard for me because they just aren't visually distinct enough or large enough for me to quickly see what needs to be combined, which, since it's a combining game, that's actually a really big disadvantage. Okay, 1200 gold. Let's go get a huge amount of investment into advanced farms. Okay, what bosses remain?
Allies' town is under siege.
Never mind. The game pinged it literally at the exact same time I asked the question. Okay.
We elves
Nope,
are
I messed
not
up that
easy
control
prey.
group.
How may I serve?
I've no time for games.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Alright, I'll go ahead to the bottom right, and I think the priests need to start getting some mana training. Their mana capacity is not good right now.
I am
Is
ready.
my aid required? Yes,
How
my
may I
friend.
serve? Our allies' town is under siege.
Someone who's actually beat Digimon TD, it's a horrible mess. Do you just mean you don't enjoy the gameplay, or are you having the same problem that I do?
I have a land to defend. On your mark.
How may I serve?
Yep, zombies are getting pretty durable now. 1700 HP.
I am ready.
We elves are not easy
It-
prey.
Yeah, this final boss is actually shockingly weak. Yellow could probably solo him as is. I don't think... Never mind. But I don't think this boss has any AoE damage, which means if you have a large amount of army, it's pretty trivial. Did someone give me a lifesteal item? Where did this come from? I feel like anything that is designed for a single hero's attack boost would probably make a lot more sense to put on Gung, because he's a hero-only class. Yeah, seems like he would greatly benefit from the lifesteal over me.
What ails you?
Let's head to the top
We
left
elves are not easy prey.
Is someone injured?
and get another more priest mana upgrade. Okay, we can get a few more of these. Pretty soon, we'll now have enough advanced farms that we can justify getting rid of the regular farms. Actually, I guess that's a pretty good strategy. You get a lot of regular farms, then you get rid of them after you have enough money to get advanced farms.
More gold is required. Upgrade complete.
Should I go buy some ice cream? Yes or no? The correct answer to that question is you should have ice cream on hand. But the follow-up answer is yeah, why not? Unless coronavirus is an issue, that'd be a reason not to. Okay. Might not have enough time. Actually, you know what? I think you're right. I don't want to lose my base to this. We really don't have time for it.
Yes, my
I
friend.
have a land to defend.
Let's get some more movement speed when I can. Am I going to play some troll versus elves? Probably not. Troll versus elves isn't bad, but gameplay's pretty similar every
I have no
time.
time for games.
Research complete. What?
Okay, let's get a level of healing power.
We elves are not easy prey.
So zombies are about 2 times as powerful as they were on night 1. They now have 540 life, whereas I'm pretty sure he had 300 when I checked earlier.
Is someone injured?
Why did yellow...
How may I serve?
You dare threaten me?
I am ready. I am honored. How may I serve? What is your wish?
Is my aid required?
I'm not sure why Capturn sent his gnolls here. I mean, I don't really
How
mind,
may I
but
serve?
it seems unnecessary.
I'll do my best. What is your wish? Complete.
I was trying to make room for the gnolls to leave. I'm not really sure what his objective is.
I am ready.
Yes, my friend.
We elves are not easy.
Okay, we can use Dragon's Breath. It has a 1 minute cooldown, so 25% uptime on a 30% damage boost.
Our allies' town is
Okay, boots are maxed out, so we don't need any more of those upgrades. Get some more priest healing power. Shop is... I have no idea. I think the shop usually appears as a hero icon, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, some of my archers are almost dead. I have to prioritize the skeleton archers. 1 hammer kills a skeleton archer, so it works out nicely. Do I play any zombie survival? What map are you specifically referring to? I play those games in general. But as far as playing a specific one on this stream, there's actually not any particularly good ones that I haven't beaten yet that I am planning to play. But if I have missed some, go ahead and post it, and I'll look into it.
Time for games.
How may I serve?
Okay, we'll kill this guy, then head to the top left.
Elves are not easy prey.
Or we go and help Pink. I guess we can help Pink. That's not much of a detour.
You dare threaten me?
What is your wish?
What ails you?
Town is under siege.
Okay. Well, since I haven't converted yet, we'll go for the advanced archer strength. I'm thinking maybe we pivot to rifleman on like day 9, or alternatively we just get rid of the farms and go for more archers. Either should work.
Is someone injured?
How may I serve?
I have a land to defend.
Is my
What is
aid
your wish?
required?
I am
I
ready.
have no time for games.
Okay. And it looks like that's most of the problem done in pink space. Yeah, you just need to get a few archers pink and get a choke point.
How may I serve?
Is my
I have
aid
a land
required?
to defend.
I dislike vampirism because it's super dependent on everyone else playing it, which is a problem as I am awful at it, so I drag everyone else down. Yeah, I know that feeling. A lot of games that require extremely coordinated teamwork, if one person is much worse than the rest, it just kind of makes the game worse as a whole, and then of course that person kind of feels bad as
Yes, my
well.
friend.
What
Which is why those types of games I'm usually not a huge fan
Is
of.
someone
I am
injured?
ready.
You dare
What
threaten me?
How
ails
may
you?
I serve? Our forces are under attack.
Oh, I just remembered why the archers are so slow. My hero, the game says it gets a movement speed upgrade, but it does not. So all of the archers are slowing down by like 50% to stick with my hero. Oh, almost just lost a priest there. Where's my hero is so slow. This game really needs to make the boots upgrade work on the hero.
Three elves are not easy prey.
Okay. I should be able to get back just in time.
How may I
I've no
serve?
time
Is
for
my aid
games.
required?
Worst case, we take minor losses, but green should be able to help a little bit with that. All bosses have been defeated, the final night approaches. Oh. I don't remember this happening last time. Okay. So I guess it's night 10 now.
If I go then.
Let's get some more walls up. This time we have a lot of bases, so I think we have pretty good odds of dealing with this, assuming it's evenly split between the players.
Yes,
But I don't even know if we'll get back in time. Okay, let's get the archer damage upgrade. I don't think we need more priest mana. Let's get some more melee unit durability, but I don't have quite enough wood because I'm spending it on the walls.
Our forces are under attack. Job's done.
Oh, you know what? I have to break my hero away from this. My archers need to go faster. My hero can always blink in, but the archers cannot.
What is your wish?
Okay, priests are
Yes,
back
my
first. Honestly, that's pretty good.
Our forces
And
are
then
under
we
attack.
can... The knights are almost back. Alright, that's working out.
On your mark.
I think one archer died. Or just taking a
Three
strange
elves are
path.
not easy prey.
Or no, never mind. It was a group of 12 including the hero.
Job's done.
Your move.
Okay, I made it back just in time.
What is your wish?
With like 3 seconds to spare. So we're going to blink the hero in, put all my knights on hold position, bring them as far back as possible, and get the archers in attacking position. Now we'll get another archer damage upgrade, and hopefully we can handle 150 infected. Looks like Teal's here to help as well, so let me move my captain so he can come in.
What ails you?
I think it's a little premature to use the Dragon's Breath. We'll save that for when more units attack. Okay, I guess Teal didn't want to come into the base, which means he just messed up my hold position for nothing. Yeah, just keep throwing out hammers whenever possible, but prioritize the archers first and foremost. What else can I afford? Mithril plating. Guess that's it. We're good? Alright. For good measure, though, I will start upgrading my walls.
You dare threaten me.
This background music is Halo? I can't tell at all, but okay. Sounds similar enough to Warcraft 3 to me that if you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have noticed. Guess we'll squeeze in another archer. Walls are down. 85 infected remain. Not too bad. Let's throw out another Stormhammer. Now's the time for Dragon's Breath. And I think that's all the army at my base. So let's start heading towards Pink, hopefully prevent him from dying. Yeah, there's a very late roar. Just didn't actively think about it. Yeah, keep in mind the last time I played this, it was also like 100 infected, but I was the only base alive.
Yes, my friend.
Our allies' town is
I
under
am your
siege.
servant. As you wish.
How may I serve?
Is my aid required? Right away. Of course.
Here's my hero. Okay. Yeah, all the zombies are down here.
How may I serve?
I have a land to
Is
defend.
someone injured?
What is your wish?
Very small donation from Blue.
Is someone injured?
Okay, priests are down, which means we also don't have the supply for more priests, which kind of sucks. Only these guys had a taunt ability. Most of my army looks like it's going to die here. Truth be told though, I think you could kill every single one of these units with good micro in Storm Bolt alone. Null economy is off? I don't know, doesn't seem much better than the humans. Yellow almost killed me there.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, actually, this does have a very distinct feel to the music now. Okay, all zombies have been eliminated. We won.
I stand
Looks like we
ready.
got 300 or so kills. Not bad. Not sure what everyone else started with, so I don't know what the distribution was there. Okay, so I guess, yeah, we'll head on out of this lobby. Someone requested the mall style of maps quite a bit. I'm not sure if I'll do those just yet, but we will work those in at some point. Okay. What do we want to do next? Yeah, Kodo Tag I like. If you know of a version of Kodo Tag that doesn't crash, I'd be willing to play it. But yeah, the only version of Kodo Tag that I currently know of has disconnect problems and crashing problems, which makes it a little bit bad to play. Play Evolution Tag, or did you mean Elimination? Elimination Tournament. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, Shopping Mall will be the version we eventually play for the mall game. That one will be required to use the classic textures, or else that'll go pretty poorly. Last time I played that, I was getting like 1 FPS. Yeah, this is like 3 gigabytes of maps or something. It's actually more than the original installation of Warcraft 3, like in terms of file size. Okay, haven't done this one in a while. We can try... Well, Survival, I don't know if my save load code would work, but I do want to play Survival at some point once I verify that. You know what, we can do survival anyway. Worst case, if my save load code doesn't work, it just means we'll lose faster. Alright, game name, Survival Zeus. This is a 12-player game, so plenty of slots for people to get in. And I'll be back in like 40-ish seconds. Okay, really off on that time estimate, but I'm back now. Okay. So let me go ahead and grab my save load code, and then we'll start this game up. Actually, I can just do that at the same time. Alright. So game starting, grab your load codes now. Did that already load in? No way. Yeah, there's no chance that a Warcraft 3 lobby actually loaded in like 15 seconds. So the way this game works is there's 4 planets. Your goal is to survive and defeat the bosses on all 4 planets. There's different classes that you can play. So some of them are miners, some are crafters, some are just for durability. You have healers, alchemists, archaeologists, and yeah, those are some of the big ones. It's very important when playing this game that we have someone who can play Constructor, but if save load codes don't work, this is just we'll probably lose on like Planet 2. So depending on if Gung has played this, will determine on whether or not, let me turn off tips. Also good news, save load codes work, so if you're using the same initial username as in Warcraft 3, the hashtag whatever is not going to break your code, which is really good. Actually, strangely, my code loaded, but my name was not successfully renamed. That doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. 1 save load code. It's a bad sign. Also, I'm noticing Gung didn't even make it in the lobby. That's a really bad sign. Okay. In that case, we are going to get destroyed. Very important that you pick Earth here. If you go with the moon, this will be even worse. 4% chance to travel to the moon, so in all likelihood we're heading to Earth. I have enough points that our average per player is 350. It's getting a little bit of a boost there for the whole team. So I'm going to go, because it's unlikely, yeah, I'm the only one who has any experience, that means I have to go for Constructor. And I'll also teleport up to the ship in a moment here. Let me grab the teleportation device and warp on up. So on the ship, because I am above rank 3, I can play as the Commander. The Commander is not super powerful at the beginning, but over time he is actually the best class in the game. Let me also buy some wood and some stone. Oh, there's actually one other thing that I want here. I'm also going to purchase a machine gun. Probably not the best choice because I won't have as much money, but whatever. The machine gun, if you are a Marine, will increase your attack speed by 200%, but give you a 35% chance to miss, which means you do have a net DPS increase overall, so it's a very solid item. Alright, so I'm going for construction knowledge. The construction does more or less what you'd expect. It allows you to build buildings, and we can gather stones to put into towers, and it takes 8 stone to make a single tower. Now we have enough people that we can probably get away with the first planet with, honestly, 0 towers, but for good measure I'll probably still place 1 or 2. Knowledge gives us increased mana regen, which since I am a crafting class is incredibly important. And also it gives us more EXP gain, which is pretty useful, and gives us a larger mana supply. Now, additionally, Crafter also gets access to some really powerful items later on, so we'll be making use of that. In particular, it gives us access to power armor, which will increase our armor by I think like 10, but also give us some much needed magic resistance. Let's take a look at our profession list. Okay, we only have 2 miners. If possible, we'd want about 4 miners, because resources are always in demand. I can go through stone really quickly, so the more stone we have, the more towers we get, the higher likelihood of us winning. So if you can, become a miner. Mining pick top left. Now, we also need at least 1 or 2 archaeologists, which we have, so we're doing just fine in that regard. And I need to make sure I keep my researches going on the ship. I think there's a way to set up auto research, but I guess I haven't unlocked it just yet.
Job's done.
Can I change? Yeah. You can just pick up a new orange profession kit and become something new at any time. Okay, basic armor has dropped. If you are new, yeah, basically everyone but me should pick one up. Because I have a very limited inventory space as is, I can't really justify the basic armor. But for anyone else, it's a solid, moderate health boost. Nice. Someone gave me a lodestone, which can be used to make an electromagnetic grenade. Electromagnetic grenades are incredibly powerful. They can pretty much instantly kill any unit in the game, and about 50 of them at once, but they aren't a substitute for having a strong team composition, because you do need resources to make it, and there's also a fairly long cooldown on the grenade. But yeah, the more electromagnetic grenades you have, the better off you're going to be in the game. How do I get more mana? Well, there's a class called the Alchemist, which can make mana potions. And aside from that, you can go for knowledge, and that'll increase your mana pool and mana regen. But that's about it. Aside from that, you just have to wait. Let me try to keep these researches going. Usually, when possible, I prefer not to play as the commander because it requires a lot of micromanagement. But I guess I'm the only one who can be the commander, so be it. I have to wait for my mana to come back anyway. The first few researches complete in like 3 seconds, so we just have to refresh quickly. And let's get another level of construction. We will need a lot of levels of commerce because we don't have anyone to provide me with money. Normally when you play this game, you would have a few higher ranked players as well, which could all funnel income to you. Looks like someone gave me a first aid kit, or I picked it up by accident. Okay, almost at the point where we can get our second tower. The blue plants, called Thunderbloom Bulb, can be used to turn into electric liquid, which can then be combined with lodestone, which is right here, and that will allow us to make the electromagnetic grenades. And everyone should try to stay together. Yeah, the closer you are, the more likely the EXP is evenly distributed, which means more consistent player strength. Okay, we'll grab another Thunder Bloom. This one was successful, which means we should be able to get another grenade in a moment. Okay, I promoted 2 players. You have to convert your income into promotions, so I can't do too many just yet. But over time, we will promote every single player in the game who stays alive.
Job's done.
Okay. Looks like there's some regular stone hidden behind lodestone. Oh, okay. Alright. That makes sense. And future towers are going to be saved for the next planet, so we're not going to be placing any more towers here specifically. Nope, that was the wrong button. I meant to do the grenade. Okay, we have 2 grenades. That's a decent little fallback plan. Okay, I do have enough money to get the training center and medical facility created. I'm not sure if that's the best investment, because that'll literally only benefit me, but I'll still do it anyway. I also need to grab 1 of each plant to put into an herb bed. What did I just put in? Narsh? Okay. The herb bed will allow us to get plants on future planets. If you don't have a constructor who does this in time, you will get no plants on the future planets at all. I think I put in red that time, so green is next, and then blue. And that means we'll have all of the herbs that we need, so we don't need to gather any more herbs. You can solo it with enough preparation, so just go for it. I mean, if you're talking about me specifically, I cannot solo this game, not even close. I don't know if this game's even soloable just in general. If it is, I don't know how you would get around the mana constraints. Okay, that was a little worrying there. Some lag spikes. Hopefully the game's not going to crash, but worst case, we'll move on to something else. It's seeming like a bust to me. Strangely... disconnection. Okay. Well... Oh, alright. Just disconnection from BattleNet entirely. Name of the custom? That one is just called Survival. The version I was playing was 1.382. Yeah, soloing Protect the House is... Yeah, it's easier than playing with multiple people because you're able to concentrate all of your money into one person, which means you have more money, more defenses, just everything works out better. The game needs to be restructured. You actually get a surplus of money in single player, but a complete deficit of money in multiplayer. So what I would probably do is divide the single player income by about 3, maybe 4 even, and multiply the multiplayer income by about 2 or 3, so that it's not so different. Yeah, my internet's definitely still working. I guess BattleNet must just be having some problems right now. Yeah, very similar to soloing Green Circle TD. I think I mentioned that in the video, but if not, yeah, it's very similar. Okay, so we're back in BattleNet. Did anyone else get disconnected? Does not look like it. In fact, it seems like most other people are still in the game. Did anyone else even get disconnected from the lobby at all, or was that just me? Okay, well... You know, something else. Let's see here. To load up the download list again, which takes like a solid... The first time you load it's actually even longer than that. I think it took me like 20 seconds to do the first time I opened this list today. Winter Mall. Twilight's Eve. Oh, I haven't played this one in a... Actually, you know, I know what we can play. Assuming I even have the map still. It's called Archer Wars. Or something like that. Even... Yeah, there we go. Alright, lobby is up. Archer Wars Zeus. And it is hosted now. Have you ever tried a mixed spicy from McDonald's? I have not. So, Archer Wars is a... If I recall correctly, I think it's like a archery precision game. We have to shoot arrows at other players, and if you hit them, they might die instantly. It's been like a solid 5 years since I've played this though. We'll have to double check and see what the gameplay really is. This is not like Footman Frenzy at all. I would say it's most similar to a freeze tag style of game. Okay, 4 slots remain. Just get resolute technique and you can't miss. Yeah, homing arrows make this pretty easy. By far the best burger from a fast food chain. The mixed spicy, interesting choice. Test. What is this? Okay, seems like Battle.net is actually having some pretty big problems, at least for me. Let me try this again solo. Disconnection from Battle.net. Okay. What to do? Couldn't try... The login requires you... You can see if this is successful, but... Okay, yeah, this definitely won't reconnect from here. You can relaunch the game again. Yeah, DDoS. I mean, the DDoS would have to be on Battle.net, not me, but... Okay, I'll try this one more time, and if not, I guess we can pivot into something else. Okay. Archer Wars Zeus lobby has been rehosted. Let me double check here. Okay, so it can start. That was just purely the disconnection that caused the problem. Okay. Well, Battle.net was attacked yesterday? Okay. Yeah, I hadn't actually played too much Battle.net throughout the week because I was more focused on Path of Exile. So I guess I fortunately missed most of those problems. Yeah. Map search is desperately needed. Once you get a few maps, searching through the list is a pain. Like, I have subfolders, but now the subfolders have enough maps that it's slow as well. Okay. The struggle for victory to be forever known as a legacy. Adept archers compete alone, or in teams, to crush their enemies in the last stand. They must use anything to protect their Ancient of War and destroy their enemies. Oh yeah, okay. I think, yeah, you do get an Ancient of War somewhere. I guess if it dies, you lose. It's been a while. I'm thinking maybe free-for-all is the way to go here. We'll see. It might be a vote. Okay, seems sufficient for terrain. But let's look around, see if we have anything a little bit with less water. Okay, whatever. I guess it just picks something. FFA. And what else? Starting gold. Guess we can do SG 100. I don't know if that's good, but it's a number. We can do deathmatch of 10. And done. Alright. Seems about right. This should be pretty brief. First player to 10 kills wins. Sniper, assault, time. What is this? Also, this font is pretty bad. I don't know who picked this. Saves the time playing around the hero. A visual aid is shown to tells you where arrows are heading. Revolver, this is probably spam. Gravity. I guess I'll go sniper. Falcon dies. The sniper loses 40% of the HP. Yeah, whatever. That's good enough. Oh, wait a minute. What? I can already move it?
Point the way. Fair enough. Say no
Your
more.
building is complete.
What is happening right now?
Your move.
Okay, I either... maybe that was just showing future class upgrade potential?
On your mark.
Pretty strange, though.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Shoot.
All too easy.
So this is our main ability. Somehow... oh, I guess since this is round mode, we can't actually kill the other Ancient of Wars, but they can kill you, so keep that in mind.
Done. Fair enough.
Okay. Getting hit by that Ancient of War was really bad. Are there any items we can buy with 100 gold? Boots of Speed? Okay.
Point the way.
What else? Ring of Regen, HP, Lifesteal. 20% Lifesteal. How much? 200 damage? This is pretty good.
Say no more. Fair enough. Done. All too easy. Fair enough. Done.
So we'll try to work our way up to the higher plateau so that we can hit him.
On your mark.
Going to buy one more Boots of Speed. It says we can have 2, so we're going to go with 2.
enough.
2.
All too easy. Done. All too easy.
Seems like his arrows might be a bit longer than
Fair
mine.
enough. Say no more. Fair enough. All too easy. Say no more. Done.
Okay, what does this do? Allows the archer to signal the Ancient of War to channel the Spirit Forest across the map. Partially reveals enemy archers on your minimap. Takes 2 mana away. Okay,
Fair enough.
seems useful.
All too easy.
So apparently someone's right here.
Done. Fair enough. All too
And it
easy.
seems like we're already getting somewhat close to the end here. Light blue is up to 6 of the 10 necessary kills to win.
All too easy.
Maybe we should have bought some HP regen. It seems like you start with 0.
Done. All too easy. Fair enough. Say no more. All too easy. Done. Say no more. Fair enough. Fair enough. Done. All too easy. Say no more. All too easy.
I don't know, I thought it would have killed Gung by now.
Say no more.
Ah, darn. Someone on the right as well.
Our champion has
This is on North America.
I stand ready. Fair enough.
Okay, do we spend 2 more mana? I mean, why not?
Point the way.
Okay, so everyone's pretty far to the right at the moment.
All too easy. Say no more. Say no more. All too easy. Done. Fair enough. All too easy.
Finally got our first kill here.
Enough.
But I don't think that's enough for us to purchase any items.
Waiting
So
on you.
we're no farther than we were
Say
before
no
we got a
more.
kill.
Done. Fair enough. Done. Say no more. All too easy. Fair enough. Done.
Nice. Apparently that was a critical, I'm guessing because we killed him from the high ground. We're going to purchase a Ring of Regen. That'll at least allow us to gradually get some health back.
Done.
And I mean, we don't die that quickly, so that should work out effectively.
All too easy.
Alright, I guess that's the game. Alright, that's fine. Truth be told, the gameplay on that was not quite as good as I had recalled. And quite the snowball effect as well. If you die, you just fall farther and farther behind. What do we want to do next here? Go for some... Yeah, so survival is a little bit risky. Don't want to spend like 15 minutes for that to fail again. Something with a lot of players is ideal. Okay. Cruiser Command is actually a lot of fun, but StarCraft 2 is much better for Cruiser Command. You know, we can try Cruiser Command anyway. Even though StarCraft 2's version is like 5 times better, this should still be sufficient. Lobby is Cruiser Command Zeus, and it is up now. This will support 10 players, so 9 slots are open. Alright, so the way Cruiser Command works is you have two different cruisers, and each cruiser has a crew on it that will go and gather resources to boost the strength of their command ship. And players have different classes. In Warcraft 3, I'm not sure if it's possible to change your class. In StarCraft 2, I think you can, though. So, for example, if you get Engineer, you might just not be able to fly the ships at all. We'll see how that works out. Since I'm red, I believe that means I will be the captain of Red Team. Oh nice, this is a tutorial mode. I guess it couldn't hurt. I have the gist of this game down, but not the Warcraft 3 version, so seeing the specific stuff it will be good. Seems like might be a little bit of a visual error there. It's supposed to take place in space. This is a bridge. From here you can control the battle cruiser directly and fire... Okay, too late. This is the refinery. Minerals that are placed onto the green pad are automatically refined. And from the red pad you can carry refined ore to the cargo bay telepad near the molecular constructor. Once a missile has been created in the molecular constructor, it must be placed into an open missile bay to be armed. The captain can then fire any armed missiles from the main control panel. Yep. The generator console is used to reroute power to different parts of the ship. This can be used to power the laser turrets, increase shield strength, or boost speed.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, so I have the captain qualification, which means I'm allowed to pilot the ship and enter, and I think I can grant that to other players by clicking them one time. But at the beginning of the game, it's all about mining resources. So I don't... Yeah, here's the mining vessel. Okay, so we want to take out the mining vessel to start gathering. I'm not positive if I can enter this. Must have pilot qualification. Can someone grant me pilot qualification? And the way you do that is you click your yellow ability, then click someone else a single time, and that will grant them qualification. Really, that should just be granted by default, but it is what it is.
What is it?
Think, well, whoever that was, who's that? Green, yellow, okay. So when yellow returns, he can grant me qualification. Otherwise, I don't think there's too much that we can do on the ship at the moment. Yeah, early game's all about pilots. Pilot, engineer, good, good, good.
Yes, my lord.
Well, alright. Battling the Wraith is... it's fine. It's not super essential at the start of the game. Let me see if I could possibly switch this into a mining vessel. Does not seem to be the case. Okay, we'll exit the control panel and then hop into the ship. So now we can activate the spacecraft. Okay, which will take us outside of the cruiser. Accelerate, decelerate, fighter abilities, radar ping, fighter scanner. Pings friendly spacecraft with green, enemies with red. Reveals enemy units on your minimap within 5,000 range of the fighter. Apparently there's none. I am badly damaged when you... Oh no, if. I guess it just sent that to every single player. And this is a attack ability. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. So using these abilities costs energy. Looks like this one takes up 400 gigawatts. Right now we have 4,200 stored, but we only get 5 back per second, so you don't really want to be spamming that. I believe your vehicle speed will also affect the amount of energy drain. So right now we're at -5 instead of +5. Yeah, okay. So the way this game is supposed to work in the beginning of the game is you have mining ships, and the miners go and gather resources. But for whatever reason, in this version, you only get 1 miner, so I guess there are just 4 people who don't get to do anything. Yeah, maybe we just save this for StarCraft 2. This version is very boring for a lot of the players. But it is interesting, and if you have the opportunity to play this in StarCraft, you should give it a go. Alright. Okay, so we'll move on to a different lobby. That is definitely one of the more interesting teamwork games that I've played, though. Instead, we will do... You can swap ships in the North Port. That still only give you 2 ships, though, and that still leaves you with 2 people who don't get to do anything. Okay. Blood Tournament. Gym TD. Classic green TD? I probably do. Oh, there we go. Green TD Holy Version. Alright. Green TD is up now. Lobby name is Green TD Zeus. Skeleton Annihilation. I think that's... It only supports 6 players, but it also just isn't that... I don't know. I just was not a huge fan of the gameplay. Hero Siege kind of suffers from a similar problem as Skeletal Annihilation, which is that it's just really, really slow-paced. Yeah. So Green TD is not amazing TD from what I recall. You just build some towers and hope that you pick some good ones which can kill the incoming enemy units. It's been like a solid 8 years since I played this one, so I don't remember any of the towers that are effective, but if it's similar to Green Circle TD, crit towers are pretty good. Have I played Metastasis? Yes, I have, and I've also played Terrania. I have a video on that one that I uploaded about 2.5 years ago. I think Terrania is quite fun, but I don't know if the save load codes have been fixed yet. And that game also requires a few knowledgeable players.
Yes.
You can kick or ban players. Okay.
Yes.
Chaos Tower, Air Chaos Tower, Poison, Aura, Chicken, Siege, Fire Trap. Takes away part of the armor. Okay, so it seems like we want 1 Fire Trap, probably, and some Poison Towers. Now let me check something. Since it seems like we can build towers in the lane, perhaps this is a little bit bugged. Yeah, so units will come from the left and right and head down the middle.
I am the war chief.
Oh, I guess it's just purely a... Okay. Only the Fire Trap seems to be a little bit messed up in that regard. Pretty bad first wave for me since that was messing me up. In Green TD, in Green Circle TD, it's better to upgrade than spam. It's tough to say if that would apply to this one though. So Poison is 20 to build, 25 to upgrade, gets you roughly double the strength. Okay, quick defeat on that one. Alright. Okay. That's fine. Green Circle Team TD. This is a slightly different version. Each player... Oh, you know what? I know a TD to play again. Is it in this one? It's called the Tower Defense Wars. Played it one time a few streams ago. Orange Mushroom, we will save for a different time. That game is pretty fun, but yeah, you need a lot of coordinated players or else you just end up getting stuck, because that game is literally impossible without several players working together. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Alright. Game name, Tower Wars Zeus. This is a 3v3v3 game. You can either go for a tower builder character, or you can instead go for a spawning character. If you spawn, your goal is to send enough units to take out the enemies. If you go for tower builders, then your goal is just to have strong enough towers to take out the incoming units. But they both have access to the same units and towers they can build, just depends on how they receive their income. Not sure which is stronger, but I haven't decided what I'll be going for just yet. Well, keep in mind, all three of these are separate bases. But yeah, it's a little convoluted, a lot of twists and turns. How's the random DC so far? We had one, but I don't know if that was because of the game or because Battle.net just kind of died. Okay, Summoner or Defender. And I think I'll go for Summoner. I feel like that's more likely to be powerful. We will do faster income. Let's do 15 seconds. That'll give us 4 incomes a minute.
My aid required? Of course.
So as the Summoner, we really just want to get the units spawning right away.
What ails you?
But we still can place a few towers. So this lane will go up, or down, up, right, left. So if you wanted to maximize it, this would probably be a pretty good spot to place your towers. Or alternatively, if you had really high range towers, getting them in the center of this triangle would be quite good as well. Let me see what the range is.
I am your servant.
700? Honestly, this might just be enough. We can give it a go. Worst case, we lose the game.
I am your servant.
Game starts in 3 seconds.
What ails you?
This game isn't similar to Legion. It's somewhat similar to Stronghold, but I'll tell you the gameplay is a fair amount more complex than this one. Yeah, so since I'm a summoner, my goal is just to summon as many units as possible, which really means investing into as many towers as I did isn't the best choice, but your starting income is relatively high, so we won't be penalized too much. Yeah, so they can attack the left, which means they can guaranteed attack the right, and most likely attack the bottom. So this is a pretty solid placement. Yeah, this is very similar to WMW as well, you're right.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Yeah, since it's 3v3, if you send a unit, it goes to both of the other teams.
More gold is required.
Let's take a look at the cost effectiveness. Looks like the rats are 24 for 6, which means we should be making as many rats as possible, and then looks like the income just decreases as it goes, so always prioritize the cheaper units, unless you're trying, well, yeah. Depends on if you're going for income or if you're trying to get units through. Might have to get a tower upgrade. Well, blue will be able to attack this.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Will... Okay, nice. The vulture was killed.
More gold is required.
More gold is required.
Oh yeah, this game you get a ton of units going on
More
later.
gold is required.
I don't think I've ever experienced any unit lag in this one, but that's because the games end pretty quickly. If this is a long game, then I guess we'll find out.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Yeah, I need to get stronger towers.
Yes.
What do we want to go for? Not a huge fan of the cannon, so we'll just go for level 2 guard tower.
Upgrade
We'll give up 1 or 2 income cycles worth for it. Yeah, that's triple the tower. That's a good boost.
More gold is required.
Yeah, I like this map quite a bit.
Upgrade
The only thing that I observed last time is it seems like the towers might not scale quite enough to actually take out the units. Alright, seems like a good stopping point, and now we can refocus on income.
More gold is required. What ails you? More gold is required.
If we wanted to, we could just send a single Murloc Tide Runner, and he would be pretty likely to break through their defenses. I think I have just enough income to do that. We'll give it a go.
More gold is required.
Okay, now we can follow the journey of the Murloc Tide Caller. Or Tide Runner.
Is required.
Oh, never mind. They actually had more than enough DPS. Which really means the stronger units aren't worth sending just yet.
More gold is required.
For me. My towers are not actually nearly as powerful as theirs.
Is required.
Which means it's time for upgrades.
More gold is required. Upgrade.
Oh, and this game has attacking units, which means they can attack your towers.
Yes, my friend.
Not a big fan of these. Honestly, I feel like it kind of ruins the spirit of most TDs. But
Of course. More gold is required. Yes, my friend. Right away.
in traditional fashion, we can put all the blame on EVX. I see a lot of red or orange trolls here. Yeah, pretty much all my towers are going to die. Yeah, this is... needs to be a setting for that. Maybe there is? No, there's not. Yeah, basically all those were on full HP. Okay, we've almost taken out most of the attackers. Seems like taking lives early is less efficient than maximizing income. Oh yeah, income maximization in all of these games is quite important. Alright, well, that is the last of my towers. It seems like pretty much every single attacking unit went to me. Which means there is now just an enormous army attacking. Yeah, look at that. There's like 20 axes at the same time. It of course isn't impossible to deal with, but because my towers weren't super geared towards offense to begin with, yeah, I just did not have enough for that. Yeah, so even though we did pretty well up till that point, that is going to be game over for us. Yeah, those 37 lives are going to disappear right away. Which is why I play Wintermaw Wars, but Wintermaw Wars has the instant mob spawn early on that lasts the game. I don't know. I haven't had too many problems with Wintermaw Wars recently. But yeah. You should always make the higher level units comparably income efficient to the lower levels, or else you get low tier income spam, which isn't super interesting. Okay, Team 2's down, and we're down as well in a few seconds. So it looks like the winner was Team 3, which I don't actually... okay, pink, gray, and green. So yeah, there they are. Yeah. Definitely remove attacking units from this game. I forgot about that part. If you didn't have the attacking unit problem, that actually would have been pretty fun, though. Alright, I guess we can do Digimon random. Okay, Digimon Random Tower Zeus is the game name. Yeah, that's why, for some reason, they think that the additional strength of the high tier units would cause people to send them instead of the low tier units, but that's not really how it works. People are going to do what is most cost effective, then get high tier units, but yeah. So instead you just get the Warcraft 3 unit lag problem. Yeah, one slot remains. So yeah, since I made the video on this, I have played this game 0 additional times, so I'll probably only be marginally better, if any. The one thing I did learn from the comments was apparently the hero has a stun ability, which makes bosses quite a bit easier. So we'll try to use that, and maybe we will succeed. Actually, something I noticed, didn't 9 players get in the lobby, or did I just miscount? Okay, life mode. Let's do difficulty 2. Alright. Randomly triggers a card effect. Stuns a boss for 7 seconds. Yeah, that's unbelievable. That would have made the game a lot easier. I feel like you get rid of the stun, reduce the boss health. Otherwise, it's just kind of stupid. But oh well. Okay, let's get some towers up.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
This is an undead builder, so we're not going to be using any shift cues. And I guess now we just spam -1, or nope, just 1, and it'll tell us if we have any duplicates. So we can combine these two. There we go, we now have a Gonamon. But, yeah.
Job's done.
The builder's stun is from the Troll Shaman, meaning it's a net, not... Okay, a channeling net. Like the Shadow Shaman in Dota 2. Alright, good to know. Probably would have cancelled that by error if that was not mentioned. Wait, did 2 little pink things just become an orange dinosaur? That's pretty amusing. Okay, let's...
More gold is required.
Job's done. Job's done.
Yeah,
Job's done.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll just keep spamming the tier 1s for now.
Done.
Process interactive.
Get ready for the next battle.
Does anyone know what this symbol is? Is that some type of attack buff? Oh, and it's gone. Okay. Increases attack by 5%. Okay.
I cannot.
Apparently this very flesh-looking dinosaur has a robotic arm. Seems unlikely.
Done. Job's done.
Cool. Got a tier 3. Oh, you think it's attack speed, not damage? No, it's damage.
Get ready for the next battle.
Unless you meant that's what the little hawk icon was. Maybe that's coming from a different one? Oh yeah, there we go. Seems to be the case. Having a couple of buff units seems pretty good. I think there was a command to zoom out, wasn't there?
Job's done.
Did I read that wrong? Oh, camera. Yeah, it's a little better.
More gold is
Job's
required.
done.
Okay, so apparently there are some achievements that we can go for to get
Get
gold.
ready for the next battle.
I don't know what is the easiest. Maybe just it goes left to right, perhaps? Have 5 individual mutant tier 2 Digimon. Hopefully these automatically give us the gold. Tier 2 to 5, complete an evolution tree. It's just, there's no way at all that I'm going to be completed many of these. These require very specific knowledge. Like, get a hidden condition to have 2 Magnamon. I don't know what a Magnamon is. I don't know what the hidden conditions are. So that's not happening. But we can complete some of the generic ones. That'll just happen naturally.
Job's done.
Okay, I think that's it for the dupes. Nope, apparently we have 2 of something. Oh, 2 of these? Okay, yep.
Job's done.
Hidden condition is one of every Digimon of the corresponding tier. Okay, there's a similar quest to that in Random Farm TD.
Get ready for the next battle.
Job's done. Job's done.
Magnamon is multi-shot? I mean, I don't... Okay. I guess that's slightly useful information. But not really, because I don't know how you get it. But yeah, multi-shot's usually pretty solid.
Job's done.
First boss is now up. The boss is a 1 minute... Yeah, I think we can use my ultimate to make it really easy to kill any boss.
I cannot summon there.
Job's done.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, I really don't like these two. They look almost identical, but they're distinct tiers. And I don't think we have any combinations remaining. Which means we have to start branching out.
Job's done. Job's done.
So this... Yeah, there we go. Selects a tier 1 unit of your choice. Oh, that's tier 2. This thing, I suppose. Okay. Let's spawn the boss, and then we will stun it right at the middle. If that's actually not even needed. We had a lot more DPS this game. Then again, I don't know what difficulty I was playing on last time. It's possible we were on, like, difficulty 5. It does seem to be going a little bit smoother.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Okay. Pretty big upgrade chain there.
I cannot summon there.
Job's done. Job's done.
Oh yeah, we actually had 2 tier 2 blues. Okay, now is the time for the Digivice. Yeah, this makes this incredibly trivial. Yeah, the boss is now 90% dead before it even got past the first middle intersection. Probably do the mission 2 somewhat soon, once the Digivice is off cooldown.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
I cannot
Job's
summon
done.
there.
Job's done.
Click on the
Job's
chest.
done.
What is this? What is a chest? Oh, this thing. Okay. Selects a tier 1 unit of your choice. I have 4, but it only shows 2. Okay. What do we want here? I guess this thing, apparently. Then that's a dupe. That's a dupe. Then we can do another blue. It says we have 2 more. Oh, we have tier 2 ones. Okay, nice. So with the tier 2, I mean, I don't know what. I don't know which of these. I don't know any of the good units, so I don't know which duplicate to prioritize. Except apparently the Magnamon someone mentioned earlier. Ange Woman? Okay. What do we want? Tier 2. Okay, I guess we can do the Guilemon. And this thing. Oh, did that wrong. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, so now we have the tier 2 tower builder since we defeated the boss, so we'll just be building those exclusively.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Just keep combining, it all leads to ultimate units. Yeah, that's the plan. That's pretty similar to how it functions in Random Farm as well. Yokomon? This thing, okay. There's more ultimate units than lower tier units. You can swap units with the double arrow symbol. Yeah, I know, but that's only really useful if you know of a tower that you want in the center, which I don't. Special units take 3 units to combine, okay?
Get ready for the next battle.
And the Digivice is off cooldown, so we'll be starting mission 2 in a moment. Double-clicking units is easier. I don't know about that. That is a lot of double-click spam. And the targets are pretty small. Okay, let's start the next boss now. And use the Digivice. So that gets us, I think, 500 gold? Yeah. So we have a couple combines. I think there was one more of these things. Impmon. Oh, it's this thing. Never mind. We could swap that with the tier 1. Tier 2 egg. What do we have? You can do the scorpion guy. Not really scorpion, more like a ladybug. And yeah, we should just be spamming mission 1 whenever possible. It's easy money. Mission 3... probably a bit too soon for that. It's hard to believe that we already have access to mission 4 though. That's pretty crazy. In Random Farm TD, it limits you to roughly the rate at which you could complete them. But in this one, it just lets you kill yourself whenever you want. Oh, there was a duplicate too. Biomon. Oh, this thing. Okay. Yep, there it is. We now have 26% chance stun bird.
I cannot summon bear.
Job's done, job's done.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, got another tier 4. Okay, Salamon. Salamon. Okay, yep. do mission 3? I could try it.
Job's done. Job's done.
Yeah, I'll try mission 3 at the end of this wave. But that will mean we won't have the Digivice up in time for the boss, most likely. Seems like that might be the wrong choice. You can combine units with non-dupes, I know, but that requires 2 specific units, and I don't pay attention to any of the potentials.
Job's done.
Yeah, I think we combined this thing into the smaller Palindromon earlier. Use the card slash to trigger a temporary buff. Yep. Could be useful. Yeah, I think missions take out 10 of your lives at once, if you fail.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Flip side of this kind of map is you realize how many other maps are better.
More gold is
Yeah.
required. More
Yeah, for the most part, to me this does feel just a little bit inferior to Farm TD in most ways. Like, they balance the bosses around using a stun, so just balance it without using a stun. And then that'd just be objectively better. Yeah, if we didn't use a stun there, odds are this boss would not have been killable. We can safely do boss 2 now when he comes back. And pretty soon we'll have access to tier 3 towers, so we're not going to be making too many tier 2s. Some reasonably nice music right now.
Listen, do okay. Get ready for the next battle.
We have 2 Tentamons. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Oh, here they are. Okay. Actually, yeah, I prepared that myself quite a while ago. Okay.
Job's done.
Tier 3 is almost available. Yeah. Yep. Lower tiers are pretty useless. Because then you're just relying on RNG. If possible, it would be nice to get rid of a few of these, but... and sell it for 50%. That's probably the way to go.
Job's done.
Spawn the first boss, then spawn the second one in a few seconds. Yeah, I'm surprised no one else used the cam command earlier. The default zoom for this is pretty close.
Flows of magic others
Yeah, we won't need this done. And yeah, now we can do the third boss with the Digivice. That's actually not going quite as well as I would have hoped. I think we're losing 10 lives here. This thing? No, I think we combined that earlier. Let's activate a card. Defense? Okay. Yeah, 50% life with one go, there's no way. Maybe we can do single target, but... yeah. Okay, 10 lives gone. That's why I was worried about the tier 3 boss. I think we would have killed him if I timed that between the waves, but a little too aggressive on it. Yeah, there goes 700 gold. The little sound effect for tier 5s is terrible. It's just like screeching on a guitar. Aren't these the same? Maybe I misclicked. Yeah, card swipe first was obvious. I thought I would have more DPS than I did, and at that point, I couldn't activate card slash because the stun was already active. Oh yeah, I know it's a guitar riff, but it sounds terrible. Oh, it's from the anime? It's not a good sign. Let's see if we have any dupes. Oh, okay, so I'm getting the eggs from just random achievements. Apparently I got 140 Digi score giving me some eggs. Okay, tier 3 selector. I know we had Flame Bird. And what else did we have? Okay, Greymon. Okay, first two bosses still have another minute or two on cooldown.
Get ready for the next battle.
Go figure. Get it right after I use an egg. Yeah, not getting quite as many of the 3% chance for tower selectors this game. I think I've only had like 2 so far. Last time I think I got like 7. Oh, I completely missed this message. What? This tier 6 Digimon is literally a human dressed as a wolf. Alright. I can't even tell which one is this thing? No. Oh, this. That's not as terrible as I was expecting. That's just a wolf helmet. It's just like Alpha's Howl in Path of Exile. On difficulty 1, it ends at round 30, so I'm guessing that means on 2 it ends at 40. That'd give us one more boss. Oh no, my camera.
I cannot summon there.
Oh, apparently I had some of these. 3, 4... Okay, no dupes. We can just spawn the tier 1 boss pretty much whenever we want. I think he has less HP than any of these other units. Wizard, we had one of those earlier if we didn't already combine it. Yeah, here he is. At least it didn't add Digi-Spirits, which was turning the kids into Digimons. Yeah, that sounds kind of strange. Oh, nice. What are we combining? Whatever. We'll just do something fast. Once again, pretty nice music at the moment. I used the card slash beforehand this time to get a little bit of extra HP. I think it'll be enough. Yeah, we'll play some Pokemon Auto Chess after this. I'm not sure if we'll do it directly after, but at some point. Yeah, is this one from Maple Story as well? If so, I'll have to look into that game's soundtrack. Just some nice, peaceful music. This art looks like the Hamburglar. I have to see this. Green? I don't know who I'm looking at. This art looks like the McDonald's Hamburglar. I don't know, I don't see it. Oh wait, what am I doing? I get access to tier 4s in like 20 seconds. Yeah, so apparently the end. Alright, we can make one or two more. I think I had one of these. Apparently I have a tier 4 I can combine. Zudomon. Oh, here we go. Yep. Only get tier 4s with 25 clears? And what does that mean?
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, playing through this game 25 times? That'd be strange. Alright, well I guess in that case we have to keep going for tier 3s. Wow, that is incredibly stupid. They gated the high tier units to behind a save load code. Yeah, that is very, very dumb. I mean, a lot of games give you more power with a save load code, but that is on the high end of what I've seen for save load codes. Okay, Gatomon.
Get ready for the
This thing. Yep. This game gives you convenience more than power. I don't know if I'd agree with that. Getting a single tier 4 instead of having to go through tier 3s means you get to skip a lot of the lesser upgrades. If we had the tier 4 tower right now, that would mean that we'd probably already have several additional tier 5 units, which means that we'd already have tier 6 units as well from combining. That's a very powerful upgrade that we don't get. Okay. What do we have to combine here? What are my tier 3s even remaining?
Get ready for the next battle.
Guess we can go for Angemon. Combines with something. Oh yeah, here it is. Guess that wasn't a combo for tier 6. Yeah, no. So the tier 4s are cost-wise the same, but it just means you don't have any of the RNG, so you don't get any bricks. So right now I have several bricks. I have a tier 2 here, a tier 1, some other random garbage tier 1s and 2s, and this means that you don't have any downtime. You just get straight to the tier that you want, which In games where time is important, is a strict upgrade. Less money wasted. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, theoretically, we could never get this thing, the Kabuteri mod. Okay, let's do some tier 4 combines. What are my tier 4s? Rapidmon? Okay. No, I didn't even look at the art. What was it? Green. Green. Here he is.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, what else? Myistamon. Okay, there we go. And I guess, yeah, let's build some more tier 3s now. That's a new one. Okay, let's spawn a tier 1 boss, and follow it up with the tier 2 boss. And then tier 3 boss will wait for a moment. I think we do have enough DPS for the tier 3, we just need to time it right. Yeah, I think it's time to just sell these tier 1s. They're taking up decent slots. And I don't know what we... Oh yeah, wood can be used for these tiers. 4 and 5 seems like the one to go for right now. We'll save that for later though. Okay, time for the tier 3.
Flows of magic and whimsical today.
Cooldown should be off by the time the next boss comes. If not, I guess we're taking a lot of damage. Oh yeah, numbers are not particularly efficient, but it lets me know that there's something to look for. So it's still more useful than not. Because half the time, like, the combo units are in the corners or something, and I just completely miss it. Actually, even though this guy's only a tier 2, that's a pretty good debuff, so we can just leave that. Oh, like apparently I had this combo available. I think we combined those into a tier 5 quite a bit earlier, but what that does mean is if we get another Mega Kabuterimon from an egg, we will be able to get a tier 6 finally. Increase it. You know what, let's swap the position of these. Wait a minute, what? Was I clicked on the wrong one? Yeah, I guess I must have been. Yeah, this is a strange song choice. Okay, Card Slash was not off cooldown. DPS is gonna be close. This will get us to half HP. Ooh, yeah, that's where I think we're gonna lose 10 more lives, but we haven't lost the game. This is difficulty 2 of 5. Actually, you know what? I think I have it. Wait a minute, what just happened? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I guess I just don't get to hit him anymore. What is this? You just have to kill him by the time he gets right here? Yeah, whatever, I guess. It's guaranteed victory. Is that a bug? Did the game freeze? This is a glitch, okay. Well, we'll see what happens in 3 seconds. Do I need to save something? Oh wait, no. It keeps going. What is this one? 12%? So the game didn't end at 40. Will it end by 50? I don't really want to do more than 50 rounds of this.
Get ready for the job done.
Koreans make some pretty good Warcraft 3 maps? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really pay too much attention about who creates what maps.
Mission 1, okay. Mission 2, okay.
Okay, mission 1 and 2 are back. Okay, we'll spawn up mission 1 again, spawn up mission 2, that's fine. Oh, nice, an egg. So the one we were... Oh no, we needed a tier 4 selector, not a tier 3. Okay, tier 4, we want the bug. And this will get us a tier 6. There we go.
3, okay.
One tower is called Victory Greymon. Yeah, that's pretty amusing. Okay, we have a bird. I don't think I've ever had that before, so that's a bad one to focus on. Apparently I have 2 Goagamons or something. Oh, this thing. Okay, yeah. Ah, another Rapidmon. Which means that gets us another tier 6. Now there's the Wolfman that Gung got, like, what was it, 15 rounds ago? Yeah, it took a while. I guess we can do this guy next. There we go, another tier 6. And eventually you'd be able to just build tier 6 towers immediately. So, yeah, putting in a lot of work for that. Whereas if you had a 200 round save code, you could just do that on round 51 by default. Give the bird to other players? Can you trade? I doubt it. Also, a free pause, that's pretty good.
More gold is required. Get ready for the next battle.
It looks like tier 6s can't be combined, so that's... Or... Oh, okay, you need 3 of them. 5% chance for a 0.01 second stun. I think that's weaker than a level 1 ability from some other really weak stun. Look at the bottom of the map. What am I looking for? Just to see the models?
Job's done.
Oh, tier 7s are down here? I'm guessing those are the question marks? This thing does seem powerful. Triple the damage of a tier 6. This is apparently Ebon Woman, which, yeah, okay. Those are the tier 7s then. Question is, do we go for the tier 6 damage upgrade or the tier 4? We'll use this anyway. We don't need to, but the cooldown will be done by the time the boss is here. Okay. So next up, I'm thinking maybe shopping mall. Let me check something here.
I cannot summon there.
Nice duplicate. Greymon. Oh, these two. They were adjacent. This is a round 90 boss. Yeah, this game just keeps going. We're definitely wrapping this up at round 50. Whether we beat the boss or not. I don't care too much, but I guess I might as well. What do you have to do to save a code for this game? Oh, this is the boss. Okay. Seems like that was a movement speed debuff, so... it's okay. I mean, a lot of custom maps can go on for a really long time. Like, if you think 40 minutes is long in this, it's nothing close to the long custom maps that take like 3 hours. Or the ones that just go on forever. I tried dash save. It doesn't do anything. Well, he didn't phase out of existence, so that's a good sign. Assuming we can kill him. He's not taking much damage right now. But yeah, he should be dead. So, there we go. Successfully beat 5 bosses. Save only works after the game tells you to? Oh, good. Good, we're done. Well, that was convenient. Let me verify that it saved correctly. Dirt 1. Yep, I have my code. Great. I guess, timed out nicely. Let's move on here. So for yeah, you can either do shopping mall, which is pretty difficult as far as mall games go, or we could do winter mall or something like that instead. Yeah, go ahead and post your mall suggestions in the chat, and then we'll pick one of them. It's easier to play it on difficulty 1 solo. I mean, I could imagine, but this game, there's no chance I would ever play that 25 times. That is a one and done. But technically that was the second time. But we beat it, so now I'm done. But apparently there's 90 more rounds, so technically we didn't really beat it. So we have some Winter Mall Wars. We could do WMW Reborn. That takes like an hour and 20 minutes in a good match though. And it's not the style of mall game that I'm looking for. Okay, we'll just do... Shopping Mall does have problems. Really bad performance problems. Do Skibby's Castle. Actually, yeah, we can do some Skibby's Castle. I think this is the only version. Okay, Skibby's Castle TD Zeus. Lobby is up. Now I will be back in a moment. Okay. Lobby's full. Let's get it started. Warcraft Mall is semi-broken. Can somebody explain? So why do I have so many boxes of chocolates? Am I eating all of it? No, I'm not. But if you think that's a lot of boxes of chocolates, it's really not very many. If you head back a few weeks, I think there were 3 more boxes stacked right there. So we're at about half right now. I'll let you imagine what the purpose of the chocolates is. Yeah, so Skippy TD, for those who don't know, is a co-op tower defense where you have to prevent your team from losing 25 lives. So the most important position is Gray, but the game really deprives Gray of income, so it's pretty tricky. Actually, alright, let's do hard. We don't want this to take too long. I'm going to go for the royal family. I'm a big fan of them.
By the great winds I come.
They're not necessarily the strongest,
No one
though.
shall be the wiser.
Okay, 50 gold? Alright, that's a single tower. That's pretty ruthless. Apparently Gung gets 75 for just existing. We'll put the tower right... doesn't really matter. We'll put it here. That tower has a much longer build time than I thought, so a lot of these units will be getting through. That's too bad. I just wasted like 15 gold. Oh well. I'm assuming yellow, who built nothing, gray has built nothing. We're gonna lose like 20 lives on the first wave. No. Oh no. Well, that is a bad start. Well, at least they did terribly as well. Alright. So we're down to 22, and they are down to 9 lives. It's keeping the pace of the game quick. Alright, Hungry Penguin. The way this one works is you just go and kill fish. You get money for killing fish, so the more you kill, the more money you have for towers. And let's see, apparently there's red fishes that give you slightly more gold. Really just any would be good. I think I've killed a single fish so far. Nice, actually worked out nicely right there. And yeah, use Fish Lust whenever possible, or else you just won't be able to get to the fish in time. Okay, pretty solid recovery at the very end. I think I ended up getting to... yeah, 37! I went from 3 fish to first place. Okay, let's get a couple more Stealth Maidens. 3 Stealth Maidens is probably enough to handle the next wave with ease. Yeah, we had Pink disconnect. That looks like it's a player on their team. Looks like, yeah, I think this was Pink. That's not a big loss, to be honest. That income will just go to a different player. They can get stronger towers. This is easily... it's easy to do this game with fewer players. Like, 3 is probably more than enough, but it does make the minigames a little less fun. If I like Skippy's Castle TD, have I tried Ryoko TD? It's very similar. I have not. I've never heard of it either, but if it's a new version of Skibby's, I'd give it a try. I think mini-games in the mix is quite fun. Ooh, Gray, very close to leaking here, but I think he got it all.
That's a
Okay, we
given.
can start our next tower. Minigame this time is... Alright, Tarns. Pretty simple. You just pick up coins. And hopefully, mortars will not land on you. Oh no! Oh, like 5 mortars collided at the same time. Okay, well, that sucked. Also, why is Gung Jaina Proudmore? Seems like Gung knows some secret commands for this. Apparently Jaina has... I actually didn't pay attention, but it seems like he gets a lot more HP and more mana as well, possibly? Yeah, look at that! Yeah, 60 extra gold.
Prepared.
Yeah, he's definitely cheating with some codes there.
I didn't.
May have picked up the Exel coin? I don't know what that is.
It has begun.
Yeah, because I didn't get very much gold that round, we're a little behind where we should be in terms of towers. So I'm sending out a lot of half HP towers, which means there's not going to be any leaks, but that hurts my income a lot. Yeah, Gray's going to pick up a lot of money here though, which is good.
I await your command.
Or maybe not. He's leaking as well.
Job done.
Wow, 1 life. Actually, I think this might just be game. Despite Gung cheating, he still was not enough to keep his team alive. Seems like we might lose as well, though. Alright, well, honestly, a brief Skibby's Castle TD game. Nothing too terrible there. I enjoyed it. I guess we're moving on to the next one, though. Okay. What do we want to host next? Alright, we can do some Pokemon Legends. One. I think the newest might be 2.2. Let me double check. Never know. Alright, we're doing 2.1. Huge lag spike, though. I wonder what's causing this? Okay. Okay, game name, Pokemon Legends Zeus. Pretty tempting to make this a private lobby, but we'll let it be public. You know, I guess we could try the other mode in Pokemon Legends. Instead of dual mode, we could do, I think it's survival. Two 2.2 is the newest. Yeah, I feel like I had 2.2, but I'm not finding it. Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, there we go. I see it, but I'm not going to rehost at this point. 2.2 did have a big improvement, though, because it gives you the ability to skip the wait timers. I might have picked up a death coin. I did not. I just got hit by several mortars, unless you're telling that to someone else. Because I definitely had like 2 health remaining at one point, so unless the death coin does 10 damage, that's not what happened. Okay, we have this 20 seconds to see if anyone wants to take the last slot, and if not, we'll get it started. Cool. Maybe I should have specified in the title that this would be not dual mode, because most people probably will assume it is duels. Alright, we can just go as is, that's fine. Yeah, Pokemon Legends, there was definitely a time long ago when they didn't have custom models where you just had like green Kodos and that was supposed to be Venusaur, that sort of thing. I think the custom models are a big enhancement though. Yeah, hopefully standard is a decent game mode, otherwise this might be a bit boring. Alright, survival. Starter, yes. Normal. Okay. I mean, I have absolutely no idea what survival is, so I guess if we just picked an all-round, like an all-around good Pokemon, we could go for Rhyhorn. Solid tank, pretty useful. Okay, type finder. I'm not really sure. I mean, just as far as ranged DPS goes, let's see, there's a Vulpix, Aerodactyl. Let's do Rock, why not? No, that's not enough type diversity. We'll do normal finder. Then again, maybe Psychic would have been the way to go for Ralts. This is America's region. Check mid to see what you're defending against. That is actually really valuable knowledge. Okay. So I am quad weak to grass, so it's gonna be a little problematic. Let's try. Are there any fire types? There are not. Okay, let's snag the Lotad. Ran away. Alright, we'll just can't upgrade anything. Alright, we're about to get destroyed this round. This is not going to go well. We have 30 lives, so hopefully we can recover soon. See how everyone else is doing. Okay. Loss. Slight victory by purple. Defeat, 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 and success. But let's switch over to fire. The types probably change every round, though. See if we can get a grass. We want bug. Yeah, I'm not happy with the types I have right now. Alright, we can do water, actually. That's okay. Alright, Horsey's adequate. We'll get it 2 levels. No electric type. Or, no, 2 electric types. Terrible choice. But Rhyhorn is a ground type.
More gold is required.
Yeah, spamming weak might be the way to go, but this time we actually have a little bit of DPS thanks to Horsey, so I think we have this wave covered. At a minimum, we're only going to lose 1 or 2 lives. Yeah, ranged Pokemon are just essential if you're going for the tank strategy. Narrow victory there. So the rules for catching legendaries is they have like a 5% capture rate, so if you actually want to get it, you wait until round 20, and then you use your Master Ball. What? This was a very frugal search. It offered me 2 Pokemon. It's terrible. Oh no, 3. There was also Arcanine. Or Growlithe. But we don't want him. We're looking for ranged. What are we going up against? Fire. Okay, actually we have decent typing this time. We really want to get the level up on Rhyhorn, so I'm just going to chuck some rocks at all these guys. Ground types took out. Yeah, it's working out nicely. All of my Pokemon are weak to grass right now, so hopefully we can take out Bulbasaur in time. Just in time. Alright, another win. Get Eevee Flareon? Well, from what I've heard, all the evolutions are pretty weak in this game, so I don't think I'm going to go for that. But we finally have Rhyhorn upgraded. 1 more level, and he'll actually be really powerful. And aside from that, I guess we'll just leave Cubone as a level 5. Charmander's melee. Vulpix is ranged, so let's go ahead and snag a Vulpix. Yeah, evolutions might be good for Eevee. It's just, I don't know. It's not what I've heard. Yeah, a lot of quad weak this game. Rhyhorn is just at really bad typing against the enemies. Yeah, Rhyperior is in the game. Let's save up for one more round to get a Rhyperior, but we will go for the... What was that about to do? Was I about to upgrade Vulpix? Yeah. We'll upgrade Vulpix instead. Get a huge damage boost off that. Okay, what do I want next? So we have fire, water. Yeah, we could use some electric. Alternatively, grass is good. We already have water, so I think electric's better. Are there any electric ranged Pokemon? I don't think there are. Yeah, we'll be just fine, but, are we? Yeah, fortunately, Vulpix was able to take a couple of water hits. Or is this an ice type? I don't remember. Oh, and this game has an interest system, so if you do nothing, you will build up, I think, 10% of the money you ended the round with as bonus income next round. Pikachu, ranged, mirror image during an attack. Actually, that sounds pretty strong. Maybe we go for Pikachu. Chinchou has a tiny range. Meh. Alright, we'll go for Pikachu. That'll be our lightning type, which means we can now switch types again to normal. And the hope with normal is, of course, to find Chansey, because she's a healing Pokemon. Yeah, that's 50% chance for evolutions is absurd. It looks like they might only last like 4 seconds, though. We'll save up one round so that we can get the Rhyhorn. The sooner you get him, the sooner he's useful. The Fury ability basically increases his HP by like 5,000 on top of his 4,000 HP already. Also, yeah, this is going to be an easy round type-wise. Pikachu Secret OP? Possible. It'll really depend on how useful the quick attack mirror images are. But yeah, very fast attack speed, you usually can't go wrong with that. In my experience with this game, the Pokemon that have slow attack speed tend to be universally bad, whereas the Pokemon with fast attack speed tend to be pretty solid. But I also lose every single Pokemon Duels game, so who knows how accurate that really is. How do you get the Master Ball? You just wait till round 20 and the game gives it to you for free. Fantastic, Chansey's here. Chansey is a low capture rate, so I'm just going to use up most of my berries. Okay, nice. So Chansey has the ability to heal for 90 HP and an additional 5%. So we're going to... we can hold off on the Chansey upgrade. It's a good upgrade, but we almost have the Rhydon, so we'll wait. Chansey also will eventually be able to function as a tank as well. Catch 2 Chanseys, practically never lose. Yeah, I'll definitely be going for more than 1 Chansey. But it seems like we might be losing this round. Huh, okay. Yeah, the random typing was terrible for me that time. A lot of water, a lot of grass. Green Circle TD? Green Circle TD is more fun solo, because you get to make sure that you don't lose the game due to bad plays, so I think I'm not going to play that. Okay, defeat on green. I think a defeat on teal. So loss, 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 and yellow was the only one who succeeded. Perhaps... I think fighting is strong against rocks, so that could be why. Also, yeah, my types were all half effectiveness. This is not a good round for me. But we now have Rhydon, which means we are going to be much more durable. And we'll also upgrade Chansey, giving Chansey 70 damage and an additional 110 heal value. And searching for normal is just fine, because yeah, we want more Chanseys, but also Ralts is really solid. Yeah, so the ability for Rhydon, 250 bonus damage, 10 armor, 2000 HP as well. It's just a very powerful combo. Seems like I might need to rearrange my Pokemon a little bit. They spread out a lot more than I was hoping for there. But yeah, as far as DPS goes, Rhydon's pretty terrible. I think he gets like 1 attack a second. Also, surprised at that pretty solid attack animation. He actually attacks with the horn. Let's do... If we moved everything to the right, that might work out. It's tough to say. We can start throwing some rocks at the useless ones. Oh, definitely no Pidgeys. Oh yeah, Magnemite's a ranged electric type. I forgot about that. Yeah, another split again. Mankey gave a little death jump there before disappearing. Okay, we can upgrade Pikachu in a round or two. Let's move everything to the right. If you want to check the level of my Pokemon, just click it. It's level 40. I don't know why. It's pretty easy to see. Ninetales in Pokemon Legends is pretty solid. Yeah, as far as the main game goes, I don't think Ninetales is too useful. Yeah, we have a pretty solid comp. I think it's just we need to get a lot of upgrades now. Seems like this might be a loss, but Rhydon might be sufficient. Ah, darn. Can Ninetales take out a Squirtle? Just barely. That was a close one. I've never played any of the very new Pokemon games, so I've actually never used any of the Alolan types. Okay, are we doing Pikachu next? It's a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll do Pikachu. Still 50%, so I'm guessing that ability will remain identical the whole time. Oh no, also, nice, another Chansey. This Chansey will just go and die, accomplishing nothing. And then, hopefully the rest of the Pokemon will have killed theirs first. Fairy Pokemon ruined everything. They're way too broken. I mean, I'd have to double check the fairy typing, but it didn't seem like it was abnormally effective at first glance. It's good against fighting dragon and dark. I don't see a particularly big problem with that. Or any, really. Let me move to the right. And, yeah. Alright, that should work. Let's get another level on Chansey. It multiplies the HP by 5. And next up will be a Horsey upgrade for some much needed damage. Yeah, water and grass, it's quad effectiveness. Fairy was born as a counter to Hydreigon. I mean, I know dragons were also weak to ice. Yeah. So 355 needed for the Seadra. Some rocks. We can switch. Yeah, we can switch to Psychic. I think you have the same odds of finding a Ralts in Psychic as with normal, so should be fine. Wow! The Rhydon just got deleted right there. So I think my Pikachu's very fast attack speed might be a little deceptive, as it's attacking pretty slowly. Ice moves are good, but Ice type is weak. Okay, 560. Yep, time for Seadra. I don't know if I'll ever upgrade Cubone. We don't really need extra ground. Pikachu's attack rate is 1.4. Ninetales is 1. Seadra is 1.7. Okay. 30% more damage based on the distance? Celebi good? Celebi's the healer. I'd say Celebi is adequate. Not my favorite legendary. Mewtwo tends to be the strongest.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Should also double check and see what Genghis Sean has. Okay, actually these are all called the classic powerhouses. You have Gardevoir, Aerodactyl, and Milotic. All very powerful. I heard that Meowth can give some extra gold. I'll look into that this round. Steals 1 gold on attack. Snowbillicat steals 5? There's a Snowbillicat. Okay. We want another level of Seadra. Could go for it. Alright, we'll do it. Fits in nice, price-wise. And Seadra will eventually be a water dragon. I actually forgot that Seadra did become a dragon. Oh, you can re-roll the legendary by throwing a berry, but we only have 2. So, the odds of finding anything... Well, we can start, I guess. Maybe, hopefully get the Mewtwo. Otherwise, I think Celebi... Let me click it. I think Celebi's armor aura. And maybe a little HP as well. We can start re-rolling. Zapdos... I know nothing about Zapdos. But we already have Pikachu, so probably not. I'm surprised it took him this long to realize. You want another Chansey level or upgrades on the same Chansey? Probably another Chansey upgrade. Move the Chanseys back a little bit. Or maybe not. They are durable. Yeah, you... Oh. Yeah, maybe you don't use... I know there's a cooldown if you use a berry to reroll. Okay, how's this going so far? Raichu's still alive. Kingdra unfortunately attacked the wrong Pokemon. Pikachu's very effective against Gyarados. Okay. Alright, 3 loss. Pretty unfortunate. With slightly better attack order, I'm pretty sure we would have done fine. Another 130 seconds of cooldown. Actually, I do like Sneasel most of the time. Snag a Sneasel. Get some quick upgrades, get him to relevance. Yeah, my tank split. It's a bad sign. With a good attack here, we might be able... It's Took 3 instead of 1. That's pretty bad. Everyone aside from Genghis Khan is doing pretty comparably poorly, and he is just still at 27 lives. Still no Ralts, by the way, so Psychic hasn't been too useful. What map am I going to play next? I have not decided. But you can post some maps you'd like to see, and maybe we'll play it. The Raichu is a very, very small damage upgrade, but it does get a lot more HP. Alright, we can do it. Because it should work out alright. Let's get him back to the corner. Alright, I've created a little ball of defense. Hopefully that'll work out. Kinda seems like we need one more tank on the far right. Nice, looks like we got it. One more round until we reach the Master Ball. Ooh, Darkrai. Darkrai is pretty good, so no complaints about that. Still much weaker than Mewtwo, though. What does Mr. Mime do? 3 illusions of Mr. Mime? We can skip that.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Nice. Got a couple of simultaneous kills there. So 1300. So yeah, maybe a little more fire, a little more water. Kingdra. Alright, we'll do Kingdra. Not really sure if the dragon will add that much type effectiveness, but it probably won't hurt. And then Ninetales, pretty cheap, so we'll do Ninetales and then get another level pretty soon. Flame Burst. 4 charges. Whenever Ninetales attacks, it consumes a charge. When attacking with a charge, 2 sparks are fired at the target and do no damage. Oh, also I forgot to use my Master Ball. We'll use it next round. This damage from Kingdra is terrible. It looks like I'm doing like 5 damage. Maybe I should take a Mr. Mime, if he's really that durable. How about Line Tower Wars? Line Tower Wars suffers from a similar problem to like multiplayer tower defense that we did earlier, which is that it has attacking towers and flying towers, both of which kind of ruin the gameplay. Alright, Master Ball Darkrai. And I think we have enough money for... Oh, we don't have enough for a single upgrade. Alright. It's unfortunate. Ninetales, pretty close. Also, someone said snag a Dust Skull. Apparently that'd work well. Since I'm not sure why that would work well, I'll wait for a moment. Still no Ralts either. Even just with his base damage, Darkrai should be pretty useful. Or not, die instantly to Mr. Mime instead. Okay. These Mr. Mimes are pretty problematic. Okay, Darkrai. Okay, level 1 is actually quite weak. Nightmare. Dark type Pokemon benefit from when it's dark. Darkrai's damage gets multiplied by 3 when it's dark. I mean, what about my other dark types? Well, I guess we'll focus on Sneasel, since he should have some synergy there. Oh yeah, killing all of these for gold would be the way to go. It's just pretty tedious, so I'm not actively doing it. Okay, so now it's nighttime, but there's no way to check to see what the bonus was. I think we should be fine here. Yeah, I thought Darkrai's ability was more useful than that. 3 times damage on himself isn't bad, but because he's melee, he just dies instantly. Probably a solid counter to Mewtwo, though. 2100 damage would be enough to, with the ×2 bonus, should be enough for an instant one-shot. Okay, yeah, it's time. We're gonna pick up some Mr. Mimes. He seems unbelievably durable. Okay, Mr. Mime time. Illusion. I don't know. Nothing about this seems like he should be durable, and yet we know that he is. All right, we'll start throwing out some rocks. Still hoping for a Ralts, so we'll stay on Psychic. Oh, actually there's a Mew here. Yeah, Mew's pretty bad, so we're going for a reroll. Ooh, double Tyranitar is pretty punishing. Yeah, that was a strong round. Even the top tier player lost that one. Dota, do I ever play it on stream? No. I don't really play Dota in general. The last time I played a lot of Dota was like 2017. And the last time I played the main game of Dota was 2014 or 15. So, yeah, just not much Dota these days. Oh, you're right, there are some Ralts right here. Apparently you also have to be incredibly precise not to hit Scyther. That was insane. Alright. Well, time for some Ralts levels. Yeah, we'll just gradually rank up Gardevoir over time. Gets quite powerful. Do I like Minecraft? It's okay. I don't have anything against it, but sandbox games... Just not a huge fan of games that don't have an end point. Or things to work towards. I know Minecraft has the, whatever the nether... Not the netherworld, but the other one, the end or something. That's not very appealing to me. Maybe it's time to put more HP on the tank? Yeah, the problem is, after his Fury ability, once you get access to it, he doesn't get much more durable. We might eventually put more money into him, but not at the moment. Okay, I think we'll stop leveling Gardevoir at 60 for now. That was a very large damage bonus. And that gets us a ranged Psychic Fairy attacker, which fits in nicely. What do we want next? I think Grass... Oh, whatever. Really, we're just hoping for Ludicolo. Dota 2, Gym TD is far superior to OG Warcraft 3. I do recall Gym TD being pretty good in Warcraft 3. Oh, that's an enemy Mr. Mime. No wonder he was so powerful. My Mr. Mime doesn't do anything. Okay, we have 3 players left. Genghis Sean is only 1 life ahead now. What did Gung say? Minecraft is only fun with a community. Yeah, I'd agree to that. Okay. Double Lapras, that's pretty lucky. But we don't actually have a use for Lapras. Okay, we'll switch over to Grass type, which is what I really wanted. And, okay. So do we go for the Mr. Mime durability gang, or do we go for Rhydon? I guess... I don't know, I'm thinking Mr. Mime. He has been very durable, and we'll see if it works. And next round, I'll try to throw rocks at every single Pokemon in here. Oh no! This looks like it's defeat. That was a really powerful round. So yeah, that's a guaranteed loss for me. And I think that's a tie. Technically... Oh no! He actually lived with 1 life. Okay. So Genghis Sean secures the victory instead of a tie by 1 life. He's probably going to lose next round, so I guess we can wait 1 more to see the epic conclusion. Yeah, Mr. Mime seemed pretty solid. And apparently I have a Remnant Ghastly. It must be if Pokemon are not on the dark grass, it just misses the deletion for whatever reason. Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll do 1 more game for the day. And then wrap the stream up. So go ahead and post what you guys want to see for the final game. Yeah, it's a pretty bad split right there. Having a single Pokemon fighting alone just doesn't ever seem to work out. Which mode do I like more, survival or duel? Well, this is the first time I played survival. It was interesting. But just due to the nature of randomizing the Pokemon, it's not super interesting. So I would say duel is probably a little better, but it's quite challenging as well. We didn't really do a TD today. I mean, depends on what you mean by that. We did Gold TD, Digimon TD, PvP TD. By that I mean whatever that one was called, where it's player versus player. Several TDs. I mean, slightly non-traditional, but I think those tend to be a little more fun anyway. Advanced Line Tower Wars? I'm not looking to do Line Tower Wars. Alright, people keep requesting Escape Gay Space, so I guess we can wrap it up with some Escape Gay Space. Let me find it. There we go. Well, we can either do Escape Gay Space or Escape Gay Heaven. I guess we could do Space. Alright, game name is up. Escape Gay Space Zeus. I look like the savior guy from The Walking Dead. I haven't watched The Walking Dead since like season 5, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember what number it was. But I don't remember the saviors. One to go. We'll go ahead and start this up in like 30 seconds if no one joins. Looks like we're good to start. So, yeah. So Escape Gay Space is kind of like an alternative to Area of Ice Escape. This one is... There's no difficulty in the controls, it's just all about timing. So we'll see how it goes. For these types of dodging games, I don't know. I'm okay at them. Apparently I'm a dead guy with 3 nipples. Let's go on the left. If you die when you reach the next region, you'll respawn. I'll go and get the right key. Oh, what? No! Alright, well, I guess I'm not getting the right key. Do I have Asperger's? Not that I know of. I think a few people are going to die there. Yeah, you can't step in the teleports or you die. Now, when I say I'm pretty good at dodging games, I'm kind of specifically referring to the dodge game in Uther Party, where you have to dodge enemies coming from the left and right. This is a timing-based dodge game, which is not quite the same. This one just kind of involves a bit of memorization on precisely where the death mechanics are. The other is it harder or easier to play the dodge games in Reforged? I think it's a little easier. I feel like the hitboxes are more accurate now. But yeah, the dodge game that I consider to be like the premier dodging game is 101 rounds, which I'm reasonably good at. Except that I don't want to escape gay space. Yeah, this is actually a reasonably long map. I think to beat it, it takes like 35 minutes if things go well. So we're gonna have a lot of dodging in hand here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the music. It's adequate, but this game is not quite exciting enough to justify the hype music. Seems like purple and light blue probably have this one in the bag. Yeah, such action and tension. The worst part of this game has yet to come, though. Eventually we'll have to do an invisible tank dodge. Oh, what? Oh, no! I should have paid more attention there. I thought there was going to be a safe space where the tank would stop or something, but oh well. Feels like a round of Warlocks music. Do they play some Warlocks? Okay. A little bit of basic dodging here. This one's a lot of RNG on where the tanks spawn. I'll just leave this to Teal. If you die with the key, it will... I'm surprised that it... Huh. Did not seem like a path. But yeah, if someone dies with the key, it just goes back to the ground. So you don't have to go all the way back to the right again. Looks like the key belongs to yellow now. Should be able to make it through pretty easily here.
Righto.
Yeah, it's teleports for you. They don't leave any sign of where they were. What's yellow even doing? Oh, I guess I have to go up for the key now. Ever played Binders? Yeah, check like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I played quite a bit of Binders. A lot of abuse of the killing friendly minions for gold item. Alright, it's all on orange now. I wish they included some Electric 6. Guessing that's a band or something. Looks like the key is still in the same spot. We'll go back. Alright, looks like good opportunity here. The body blocking is really dangerous. What? The cycle changed. Huh. Well, I guess I should pay some more attention. Oh, it's a band of Blizzard employees, or at least they were when the songs came out. On the upside, the final part here is simpler than the tank dodging. Have fun trying to escape gay space. Yeah, we will, if we even make it. 4 continues remain. We have about half the map to go. Yeah, I was trying to avoid... Dodging games tend to not be very interesting. At least when you're dead. If you respawn, it's reasonably exciting when you're the one dodging, but not when you're the one who's dead. That's actually the main reason why I haven't released any videos on other dodging games up to this point. I considered making one on Area of Ice Escape at one point, but yeah, it just suffers from the same problem. Did it just get rid of the all teleports activate cycle? Because that was pretty dangerous. Got killed by purple. What's purple doing? Okay. Hudge Wars, pretty dynamic. Fine. Yeah, we can abort this, do something else to wrap the stream up. This is a pretty boring finale. Whoever requested this, shame on you. You knew it would be terrible. And with a game like Fight of Characters, no. Alright, here's what we can do. We can wrap it up with another round of something. Maybe TD Wars again? But this time, no attacking units. Okay, we'll wrap it up with Toy Soldiers. Okay, game name, Toy Soldiers, Zeus, lobby is up now. Yeah, Pyre DD if we wanted to waste like 70 minutes. There was no escape from gay space, yeah. Should have done escape from gay heaven instead. Maybe we would have been more successful. You've left every game I've partaked in? I mean, what other ones... I mean, I don't pay that much attention to precisely every player who's in the lobby. What other ones did I leave? Yeah, so Toy Soldiers is kind of like the Call of Duty Warcraft 3 equivalent. The objective of this game will depend on the setting, but I'm going to do first team to 5 round victories wins. And the way you win is you just kill the enemy players using a gun. The guns have projectile physics, which means they can collide with walls, the bullets can bounce sometimes. If you throw a grenade, it'll bounce around, all of that sort of thing. Yeah. There's a few different classes. I'll try to show off multiple. Is there a good Mineral Z in Warcraft 3? Only played it in StarCraft 2? There might be, but honestly, if the game exists in StarCraft 2, it tends to be better in StarCraft 2. Inferno is, I believe, the map that I like the most. Yeah, we'll do Inferno Team Deathmatch. For the starting item, we will pick up a riot shield and some extra bullets and move on out. Oh, whoops, wrong hotkey. Because I'm on grid mode, my hotkeys are quite a bit different than what they normally are for this game. Strongly recommend looking on the minimap to see where the enemies are. Oh, really whiffed that grenade throw there. You can use phosphorus bullets to boost the bullet damage, but it's not too useful usually. Oh, and the game crashed. Alright. It's pretty disappointing, but Warcraft 3 has had some problems today. I think I will... yeah, I guess we'll just wrap it up here then. So, if you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to leave a like. And yeah. So, normal videos will of course continue to come out throughout the week. Next live stream is going to be roughly the same time next Saturday. And yeah. See you guys then.